Tim, you don't have to be quiet.
I gotta mute your mic when it's time. Okay, and we are live, episode 22 of the Irish Podcast. Now, you know how we do it. Each week we cover all the things in gaming and the gaming community. And this week we have some things to talk about. But first, we're going to let everybody introduce themselves. We'll start. Somebody needs to mute their mic, please. Please.
Hey, Princess, just mute him.
Demetrius, introduce yourself.
Yeah, what's going on, everybody? It's Lords of Eclipse coming at you guys with this nice podcast. We're glad to hear from everybody, and hope we do good.
Okay, next up we got Young Cease.
Hey everybody, free agent here. I want to thank everybody for the support you've been showing me, and all I can say is keep it up, and I'm glad to be here. Thanks for the invite.
You're welcome. Next up, we got somebody who has been absent because we know they got other things to do, but I know they'll be back doing their own podcast shortly in a couple weeks. We got Porter Rock.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm glad to be here this Friday. I'm glad I had some time to stop by. Let's get it popping.
Sounds good. And last but not least, somebody else who had absent for a week. They had a lot of shit going on, but was able to make it tonight. We got 7th Level.
Oh, good God. I'm more tired than a horny dog at a Miss Lovely Legs competition. I am the 7th level.
That's it?
And I am exhausted. Okay. But I'm here. I'm here.
He made it. He made it. So we got to give him that. Hey, do me a favor, Porter Rock. If you got your sounds on, give him a round of applause because he's been going through a lot. He's tired as hell. I guess not. All right. All right. All right. We're going to get started on the first one. All right. I have to do this because... All right, you get what I'm saying. All right, I hate talking about. You guys know I hate talking about 99% of YouTubers because I think 99% of them are not good people. All right, you just have a few good people on YouTube that will be actually look out for you. Okay, and the rest are just either bandwaggers. All right, who is that now?
That was my phone. Sorry. That was my phone.
Right.
Donkey fucker.
That was my phone.
All right, and you know these guys, they just like to jump on bandwagons or out there for themselves, or have some sort of other agenda. Okay. Now, with that being said, I usually don't bring this up, but somebody asked me just to touch on it slightly because of the bullshit on YouTube. I wanted to bring up HARD8 times actually making a video putting Crap Gamer in the clear, because this time, I hate to admit this, but only this time, somebody actually lied about Crap Gamer, okay? And
Ooh, first time in history, huh?
Yeah, first time, yeah, But my thing is, I don't get this, okay? Because you don't need to.
Did he actually play the game that he reviewed?
No, I'll get to that. You don't need to actually lie on Crap Gamer. He exposes himself, okay? You don't need to lie to dude. He does it himself. Now, I even fell for the troll video at first, okay, the other day. Okay, and one thing I don't like is when people start lying on other people. I know that because people lied on me and I didn't like it. Okay, you have to lie on somebody. Okay, even for a troll, and especially on YouTube, because people will just run away and lie and keep it going. You know what I'm saying? Now, to those people who know what I'm talking about, what are your thoughts? And if you don't, somebody put up a video saying that he was buying somebody's account on PlayStation 4, and it turns out to be false.
Crap Gamer was trying to buy someone's account?
That was the troll. But we found out during an investigation that the person even went to HARD8, because HARD8 said it, and he said, no, it's not true. He said he made it up because he wanted to troll and asked HARD8 to keep it going. Now, generally HARD8 don't do trolls unless you've actually done something wrong, and then he'll get on you. But he, from what I know about him, he ain't going to keep up a false lie just to do that. He has his own agenda. He going to stick to his shit. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, what are your thoughts about people lying on YouTube and trying to make troll videos that make no sense against other gamers.
Who was it? The Rated D?
Yep,
The
there you go.
Rated D.
Let you know.
I gotta figure it was
damn.
him.
I guess right.
Rated D. I can't believe
How
it was
did
him.
I knew you would hit it. Go ahead. Somebody take it away.
I kind of figured it would be Rated D. If anyone would do it.
Yeah, he's one of those type of motherfuckers. So
I just say this. I'll just start off. I'll just say this in general. If you have a channel and you just want to make videos lying about people, stuff like that, then if you're on a gaming channel, right, and you're making videos lying about people, well, I wouldn't want to go back to your channel to listen about your opinion on video games, because then at that point I don't know what you're trying to do. You understand? I don't know where your heart is.
right.
You know? Are you just doing for views?
Lying there too.
Are you just trying to be a clown, like a court jester? Like, what is your angle? Like, what are you trying to do with your channel? You know, if you want to talk about gaming, yeah, sure, you could address the crumb side of gaming. But if you're resorting to lying, then you're no better than the people you're talking shit. You know, you're just the other side of the coin. You know what I mean? So that's just my opinion. If you're gonna run a gaming channel, then just run a gaming channel. I mean, if you want to call out bullshit, then call out bullshit. But once you contribute to the bullshit, then you are part of that same group. You're no different than Crap Gamer himself. You are cut from the same cloth, and the cloth is full of shit. And that's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Anybody? I just want to bring that up. Anybody else have any thoughts? If not, we could move on to a gaming topic.
I just don't get
Well,
how
you know, I do want to point out the fact that, once again, Seventh is always right. I guessed it. I was right. And
You
why
were
was
right,
I
and I
right?
didn't say who did it. I didn't say who did it. I just said somebody, and you knew exactly who I was talking about. That's crazy. Oh, I gotta,
That's
shit.
because, I mean, he's known for that. He is a pro PlayStation troll. He has been for years. And he posts fake shit like that all the time. He posts fake shit like that all the time. Yes,
but you know what? I don't understand. Like, why are people, even grown ass men, have the time in the day to just sit there and troll people all day on the fucking internet? Like, over video games? It's just, man, video games is supposed to be for entertainment, to have fun with, you know, one another, or just by yourself, however you choose. Not to sit there and be a fucking internet troll, like a keyboard warrior. Just a fucking type of keyboard.
People have the definition of a true gamer screwed up.
Yeah,
well, it's just for pushing people's buttons. You know,
I don't get it.
There is some comedy level achieved from being able to push somebody's button. So he doesn't make the video, and I'm not saying that it's okay to lie about people, because it's not. But he doesn't make the video trying to actually convince people that this actually happened. He makes it because he knows that it's going to piss Xbox people off, and that they're going to come to his channel and they're going to whine and complain and bitch and moan about it, and then he's going to sit back and read the comments and laugh. That's what trolls do. They're looking for their reaction. That's where they get their fun from.
They're not talking, because the baby kind of overpowered what Seventh was saying.
So, you know, that's what any troll does. Now, I've always been of the opinion that the funniest troll is the troll that's based on facts.
Yeah.
Exactly.
When you sit and relentlessly hound somebody with something that they can't refute, that their reaction is so much better than just making up some dumb shit, and then all they do is say, well, that's not true and I can prove it. There's nothing funny to me about that. It's when you hit them up with something that you know is factual and is true, and they can't back away from it or back out of it, and just watching them squirm and get angrier and angrier and angrier. Yes, that is amusing.
I agree. I hate to admit, but I have to admit once again that Seventh was right about he got it right again, and I hate admitting that Seventh's right. You guys know that. Let me stop. My thing is about this is that what gets me is that I have to actually sit back and say, for once, Crap Gamer didn't do it, and I don't like saying it. I don't like saying it. You guys know how I feel. But anyway, if nobody has anything else to add about that, we could just move on, because we don't need to talk about trolls all night long. We could talk about some games now. All right, you got to mute that mic, because it's echoing in my ear. When people are talking, please mute the mic. Okay, thank you. We're going to move on to to the Destiny trailer 2 was revealed. Okay, now no gameplay, just CGI. Okay, and I have, people have been on hate Destiny bandwagon lately. Now I personally don't hate the game. It's just not for me. I found Destiny 1 to have too much DLC and hidden prices for things already inside the game. So, but I don't support the idea of Destiny 1. And to be honest, I'm not excited with Destiny 2. But I really hope that Bungie fixes some of the issues with the game and stop making it so repetitive. Now, what would your guys' thoughts be on Destiny 2? And also, what would you like to see changed in it if it could be to make the game better? And do you think it will be a better experience overall over Destiny 1? Take it away, guys. Whoever wants to go first.
I can go first. Whoever.
See, the baby wants to go first.
Right.
Well, I played a load of Destiny Year 1. So, like, to me, Destiny 2 is pretty exciting, but I don't know if I really want to, because eventually I did get bored of it. And, like, it is really repetitive, like, constantly doing the same raids over and over, constantly doing, like, multiplayer is the same. Like, they have some nice events, and honestly, when the Taken King came out at first and it was $80, that was outrageous. And the DLC was a little too expensive, and like Titanfall said, there was content in there that was originally supposed to be in the game. Honestly, for year 2, well, not year 2, but for Destiny 2, I'd say actually take the time to finish the game, since the DLC was supposed to be part of the original game.
Well, the only thing I suspect out of Destiny 2 is actual fucking story mode this time. I didn't play Destiny Year 1. I did, but it was more off and on, so I don't have major memories from Year 1. But I started with Taken King, and I'm the last few people that still played. Well, I don't play it anymore. I haven't played it since December. But I suspect Destiny 2 to be better than the first one, obviously. They need to fix a lot of issues with the game. Listen to the community more. It shouldn't take them months and months and months to nerf weapons and make weapons stronger. They need to increase the inventory in the game, because you run out of inventory space too much. The game, Destiny 1 was fun, but it had a lot of issues. They need to do better with the story mode. Like I said in my last, I did a video about this yesterday about Destiny a little bit. I don't understand how you can make a game, a RPG, a so-called RPG, and no one gives a fuck about the story. I don't even remember half of the characters that was in the game, because they're not memorable characters. So they need to do something with Destiny 2 to where people care about the story and stop hiding behind paywalls. Don't make a fucking DLC to a game that's spread it out for a whole year. It took Destiny, like a whole year to make another DLC for Rise of Iron? That's ridiculous. And then in between that time, only thing they had was a few updates here and there and Trials of Osiris every fucking weekend. You need to do something better than that, Bungie. Like, seriously. That's just me.
You know what's crazy? These DLC, they already have, like, made and stuff. They just wait.
Right. It's just, I don't understand, like, how you can be a company and you make a game for this, and they just stall with the game. I play Destiny a lot. I play a lot of hours into it. I have 2 warlocks that are both 400, and I have 1 hunter that's level 400. And that, like I said, Destiny is a good game, but it has too many issues. It has issues that make Call of Duty look better. It's sad. Some of the weapons are very overpowered.
Oh, and some of the rare weapons, they really need to make it easier for people to get.
No, they don't need to do that. Like the exotic weapons, they don't need to do that because too many people have them. They need to leave the exotics the same way. 3 of coins, that's what they need to do. Xur every Friday. They need to leave that alone. They need to leave that alone. Right. They need to leave that alone. The only thing I have an issue with is the weapons. The weapons need to be balanced. Snipers need to have sway because that's so unrealistic how snipers have no sway.
Yeah, that's true.
Hand cannons are way too overpowered. They need to do something about that. And make it to where every gun is balanced. Make it like I don't understand it. Like Activision makes Call of Duty a little bit easy. I understand Destiny is more of a Halo.
Sci-fi type
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
But make it more like, okay, well, I'm playing Halo, but I know it feels like I'm playing Call of Duty as well. Making me feel comfortable. Destiny, the problem with Destiny was not comfortable. And I understand it wasn't user-friendly like Call of Duty. You could just pick it up and just get kills. It wasn't user-friendly. It was more of a strategic type of game. You have to understand. You have to work with your friends to do well. I get that. It's fine. Leave that alone. Just make sure everything is balanced. Make sure that people, can be happy with the game. Make better content. And, like I said, I complain about Trials of Osiris, how all you play against is fucking sweats all weekend. Like every time you play Trials of Osiris, you play against guys who DDoS you and shit like that. I understand you can't do anything about DDoSing. That's a whole nother subject. But they need to do something to where, like, if I'm like a bad player and I got three players versus another other three teams. If me and my friends are pretty bad at the game, we shouldn't be playing against guys who are fucking gods at Destiny, who all they do is eat shit and piss Destiny. Because it's not who wants to lose all the time. So they need to do something like that. They need to make everything balanced. If make it skill-based matchmaking. If I suck, I play with suck players. If I'm good, I play with good players. That's how it need to be.
Although one thing I would like to see added to Destiny 2 is something where you can actually take control of your ship.
Oh yeah, they need to do something like that.
Yeah, something where you can take control of your ship and actually fly around. That'd be nice.
Yeah, I'm sure that is what they're gonna do because no one really cared about ships. I sure as fuck didn't. I have that.
Exactly. I mean, it's nice to get the different looks of the ship, but what's the point if you can't use them?
The only ship I ever liked from Destiny was the
Orcs one.
Yeah, the orc ship. Once you beat orcs, when you kill him, if you do the challenges they had for orcs,
that ship was nice.
I don't think Wrath of the Machine had him. Oh, sorry.
The other thing one of you guys mentions is they do need a storyline as well.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
They need a storyline because
they have to have a story with that.
No, it was weird because the whole Taken King was based off of the storylines was weird because they dropped the original storyline completely and just took it off from Crota.
The original storyline was actually supposed to be about Taken King. It wasn't supposed to be just about Crota.
I know it was, but
right. If you beat Crota, it was Taken King was going to happen regardless. You know what I'm saying?
Look, even if you didn't, if you did not buy the Dark Below, then I'm talking about from the launch storyline before any DLC came out. It seemed like they just dropped that off, like the Stranger and everything.
Right, but the Dark Below, all of it, Dark Below was more of a Crota's deal. It was more of dealing with House of Wolves was pretty good. I liked House of Wolves. Some people didn't. I didn't mind the House of Wolves that much. That introduced it.
House of Wolves. I liked when the wolves prowled and all that stuff. That was pretty nice.
Did House of Wolves? Didn't they introduce the what is that? What is that shit that when you do 5 stages and shit of they're kind of like Trials of Osiris.
The one that looks all crazy and
the
stuff.
challenge of Elders.
You two are putting me to sleep. This is goddamn boring.
Yeah.
Let
me bring up my
Who
point.
gives a fuck?
Yeah. Let me bring my point up for Destiny. Just real quick. I didn't really have.
I was gonna ask.
What? Oh, I didn't really have. My problem with Destiny was fixed with Taken King. It was just too hard to get exotic weapons. They made it ridiculously hard, and I'm glad they fixed it with Taken King. The way they, you gradually level up little by little. But as far as the story mode, it had a story mode. It just didn't implement it the right way. And then they did, you have to go online to research for more information.
You have to collect Grimoire cards.
Yeah, it had a
RPG ever did that.
It's just a weird way they implemented it, and I think that's more attributed. I think what held the game back was PS3 360. I don't think. Yeah. I think the game was too big, but because it was a cross-gen game, though those two consoles held it back. Because think about it, PS3 gamers and 360 gamers were playing the same game, but they only have not even 400 megs to work with, while the PS4 360 have 5 gigs. You understand? Mm-hmm. So the game was, for all intents and purposes, it was pretty much a 400 meg game. Being ran on a PS4, 3, and Xbox One that just made it look prettier. You know,
Right.
so they were limited by hardware to really push what they want to push out. But I think Destiny 2 is gonna push out a lot more improvements, just simply because they have more hardware to take advantage of.
Right. So Destiny 2 should be better.
I hope so.
Yeah, as
I
far as
hope so.
weapon balancing, I think most games it's gonna take a while. I don't think they can't weapon balance overnight because one, they have to validate. Damn, who's that? Somebody,
Yeah, Emery, you have an echo.
What's up?
yeah. Hey, pause the video or mute it. Emery.
Welcome to the Audio Problem Podcast.
All right. Somebody's got to mute something because we're.
That's Emery.
Yo, Emery.
I got an echo going.
Yeah. Mute the video.
Okay.
Yeah. Mute the video.
There is no video going.
Then this means you're getting feedback to your mic. You know it's bad when my own voice is annoying.
I know. I don't want to hear my own voice either.
Okay, let me try rejoining the call. Hold on a sec.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
That's just crazy.
Shit, I don't hear myself. Oh, I know what you mean, Porter.
Maybe he should like listen to the audio through the headset.
Something
That might fix.
Yeah.
Is
But I
it,
think.
when's it gonna be my turn?
Yeah.
Go ahead. You go.
It is your turn. I keep telling. Go ahead. You just quiet over there. You cranky ass.
All right. Well, I ain't got much to say about this game anyway because it was a hot piece of ass. So I mean, it's fucking dumpster fire. But I will say this, okay? One of the most common things that you're going to hear about narrative is it's always better to show than it is to tell. So here's a company that built this long, storied, rich background and mythology for Halo. Then they come out with Destiny, and they're like, "Oh, you want to learn more about the history and the backstory and all the rich characters and the details of all these worlds? Go to the website and read about it."
Yeah.
Fuck you. Show it to me.
Exactly. That's where I feel. I don't want to go no.
But maybe
bullshit.
Porter Rock. But you also got to think. Maybe Porter Rock was right. It's no excuse for the storyline part. But you got to go back to what Porter Rock was saying, that maybe they didn't have enough space to do all that shit. That game is a big game, so maybe they just didn't generally have time. Because the game had a few cutscenes here and there.
No, they can give you something.
Shit. If they could get enough story on a game like Borderlands on PS3, they could have given you more story on screen in Destiny 2. I don't buy that. I think that's just kind of making excuses for Bungie putting out a half-assed product.
Hey, TTFP, is there still an echo?
Yeah.
Yes. Too much.
Yes.
What? Are you wearing headphones right now?
No, I'm using.
There's your problem.
Using the built-in mic on my laptop.
That's
Your
problem.
speakers
That's the
from your
problem.
laptop is what's causing the feedback.
That's probably it.
Do you have any earbuds?
You need
Plug
an
in some
earbud.
earbuds and stick those in your ears.
Because what's happening is our voice is going to your speaker.
Yeah. All right. I got something. Hold up.
I mean, to your mic, to your laptop mic.
Now, the other problem that I had with Destiny was the gameplay itself. Now, I never played through the whole game. I played the beta that came out, and that sucked enough ass to where I knew I didn't want to play it. I have it sitting on my shelf because it came for free. With
Hold
8
on 1 second.
PS4.
Emery, are you there? Can you mute that until you put your earbuds in?
So Seth, you judged the game, even though you didn't really actually play it.
I judged you on the beta, and you've talked about this enough for one podcast, donkey fucker. It's my turn to talk. All right. Now, I think what they were trying to do was give you a first-person equivalent of a Diablo-style experience. But where they messed up in that is they fucked up the inventory. They fucked up the loot system. The loot system was ass. You all know it was ass. Don't make defense for it. The loot system was a piece of shit.
The RNG thing was fucking ridiculous. Yeah.
So let me say this. I would be interested in a Destiny 2 if it had a better loot system that was at least more along the lines of Borderlands.
But the
than
loot
what we
system's
got.
good now. They fixed that with Taken King.
Yeah, the loot system is actually very balanced now.
I'm talking about when the system came out. The
Oh
game
yeah,
came
but
out.
it's not like that no more.
I don't give a shit about the what it is now, because who cares what it is now? They're getting ready to come out with another one.
No, what I mean is when Taken King came out last year, that loot system got fixed, so it's like it's not even a non-issue from year one. So this was changed when Taken King came out last year.
Okay.
How they did the loot system, because it was pretty terrible. You would grind for forever and maybe get one item, which made it difficult to
Exactly.
But Taken King, they changed it. So the way
they charged you for another DLC to fix that, so that makes it all better, right?
Okay. Well, I mean,
See,
it is what it is.
That was my issue with Destiny 1. They
Although
kept
it was-
charging you for all those that damn DLC. That was
True.
come on now. Every time you turn around, there's another DLC. Oh, you got to pay for it though. You got
But
to pay for it.
And
Well,
give
in
me
my
real
opinion,
story.
that's
Give me real narrative. Don't just have some little dinklage flying around giving me a bunch of useless subtext and being
Okay,
basically
guys,
just-
is this better?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
I would say
Thank you.
though, to me,
Just
in my
checking.
opinion, that was the strength of Destiny, because the DLC extended, the game. Because once you beat the game, then there's not much to go back to.
Oh yeah, it was
Without
really
the
boring.
DLC.
freaking little dinklage flying around being Basil exposition. Fuck that shit. Show the game to me. Show me the story. Show me the character. Show
Although
me the
they
mythology.
still
I don't
need
want to have
fix
some
it.
little dinklage flying around just reading it in my ear. For fuck's sake. And
Although-
and if this isn't enough for you, go read it on the website. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, I'm still tired of the fucking loot system where you gotta get all the stuff, then travel back and forth. Like if I want to grind for stuff, I'd rather have it pop up in my inventory. If I don't want it, I can delete it right then and there.
The only thing I generally have to grind for on Destiny, as far as year 3 with Wrath of Machine, I did. Me and my friends, we played. It took us about 2 hours to beat the fucking Wrath of Machine raid, the new one. So
I don't even play Destiny anymore.
yeah, like I said, the last time I played was back in December. And like I said, oh my god, what was that?
Jesus
All right,
Christ.
guys. Somebody. hey! Stop that shit! Come on now.
What the fuck is wrong with you people?
What's going on, guys?
Someone's playing something.
Somebody turn that shit off.
Hey, you guys
Who
got.
is that?
You won't be back. Come on. This is getting to be too much. That's my podcast.
Yo, hold on. Hey, seriously, this is
Fucking around.
Destiny's podcast, and you're annoying her audience. She'll lose subscribers. She'll lose subscribers over this.
I'm gonna lose people for this. Come on.
I mean, yeah. If
Whoever
you
it
don't
is,
care, then
do that
just
shit
back
in the
out.
background. If I find out, you're done.
I blame Donkey Fucker.
I didn't do anything.
No little
so-
courtesy.
I didn't do anything. So,
Whenever
but anyways,
going on in the background, please stop. Just
But-
knock it off now. It's annoying.
yeah, but anyways, so like I haven't played Destiny since last year in December. But Taken King, the only thing I really grind for was for that the Touch of Malice. That was from Taken King. That was the only thing I ever grind for.
Oh, yeah,
everything else, I grind, but it didn't seem like it took a lot of my time. You know what I'm saying? Like it was very simple. I think his RNG was really fucking good. The only time I actually had to really grind something was for the Touch of Malice, and when I killed Oryx, we had to keep
All right,
going over and over.
excuse me. Somebody needs to mute their motherfucking mic, and now I'm getting pissed. You're pissing off the princess and my audience. Stop with the banging, stop with the nonsense, or get the fuck out of the podcast. Stop it. You're ruining my fucking podcast. I worked hard for this podcast. Knock the shit off. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but go ahead.
Yeah, but what I was saying was, so the only thing I grind for was like the Touch of Malice, and when I played Taken King, the only thing my friends and I grind for was pretty much doing the challenges. You know how if you do raids, they do Bungie issues, challenges like either Fridays or Saturdays or whatever, and you guys have to they tell you have to kill orcs in this X amount of time, or it tells you guys have to collect souls or whatever the fuck they say in Destiny to kill orcs, whatever the fuck they tell you. And if you do that, then you guarantee like the ultimate loot. Like you get the orcs helmet, you get the orcs fucking spaceship, whatever. You get a whole bunch of cool loot. So it was fun to grind it because I enjoyed the raids. I think my favorite raid was Volta Glass. That's the best raid of Destiny. Volta Glass is really fun. And for what my friend told me last night, they actually brought back Volta Glass, and now it's like level 390. So I still like Destiny. I still really like the game. But in Destiny 2, they really need to do better. I need a story, and that's it. That's all I care about.
Okay.
I'm gonna say it is.
Emery, do you have anything to say on the new Destiny coming out and the issues, if you had any, with Destiny 1 and what you want to see changed?
Well, personally, at launch, I would like to see plenty of content. Secondly, I would like to see them handle the DLC a bit better, because, like, you know, first, like, you know, they had 2 small expansions. They had the wolf, the Den of the Wolves, whatever it's called. Then they had the Dark Blow. Then they had 2 major expansions, which were like $30 each, which were separate from the first expansion pass, which would be the Taken King and the Rise of Iron. So there's your problem right there. It's unethical the way they handled the fucking DLC. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
I kind of have to disagree with that.
Why would you disagree? Because at first you had to pay like $30 for the first expansion. Then with the next major expansion, the Taken King came out. That was like a $30 or $45 upgrade, and the same thing with Rise of Iron.
Yeah, but that's how you keep the game going. You know, it's not like they made every single DLC day one and then you decided to hold it.
But I mean,
you know.
But I mean, like, you know, at the same time, like, you know, I would rather buy the base game, and if I enjoyed the base game, maybe buy an expansion pass at $60 that guarantees me all future expansions, not just 2 of them, all of them.
That is true.
And you know what the other problem with that is?
Like
Let's say you're a late adopter to the game and you buy the original, like however long afterwards. Everyone else has already moved on to the expansion, so it's just you and a couple other lonely fuckers walking around playing this shit because everyone else has moved on.
Not true.
So for you to get that experience, you got to go and buy it.
I mean, not true. Because
you know it's fucking true. Don't tell me.
I'm gonna tell you.
Every game.
No, I'm gonna tell you something.
Wait a minute.
Hold up. Let's go with 7 being true. Let's go with this scenario. So let's say I buy the game. Hold on. I buy the game day 1, right? And let's say Bungie doesn't release no DLC for a 1.5 to 2 years.
Okay.
I won't be playing the game for 2 years doing the same exact thing. It's gonna be boring. So you got a new guy, 1.5 later, playing something new. Who's he gonna be playing with? No one's gonna be playing the game anyway. No one's gonna be there. It's gonna be old and outdated.
What do you mean, like the base game, or are you talking about
they said the first Destiny would last for 10 years?
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they did.
No, they didn't. They said Destiny, the franchise, will last for 10 years.
As a franchise, not the one.
And they build this game as like an MMO type game.
Yeah, if they release no DLC, everybody will stop playing it after 6 months because there's nothing else to do.
Well,
but technically, a lot of people did stop playing it.
No, a lot of people. I mean, it's still crowded right now.
Well, I'm not saying.
Yeah, but all the people are crowded are like high 400 light levels. It's just like I don't buy off the but what about people who buy a game a year later? Tough cookies. You waited a year. You know, it's like later. I'm gonna get my ass kicked because everybody had the game for a year.
Shit, you could get to level 400. You can get to level 400 in a week.
No, but the point is, people who wait a year, yes, you're gonna.
If that's all you play,
you know
what I'm saying?
If that's the only game you play, you get to level 400 a week. But I'm a gamer.
Yeah, but
so
those type of games take forever. Those type of games take an investment. I have over 5,000 hours in it.
Princess, I'm gonna tell you. Let me tell you. If you hopped on Destiny right now, and Princess, I'm gonna tell you something. If you hop on Destiny right now with me and my friends, I can get you to at least through level 380 in less than 2 fucking days. I can get you to like level 350.
I mean, besides,
2 hours. I got a question. How many hours? Wait. I work a job. How many hours do I got to do that? I can't stay home all day and all night and spend
not all day. No.
Listen
to what I'm saying. You guys are not listening to what I'm saying. I played Destiny for a long time. Like, I'm telling you, you guys haven't played it for a long time to understand the different updates they've done to the game. No, I'm not. I'm talking about 7th and.
Wait. I have played the game.
I'm not saying, no. What I'm saying is like the recent update they did. They make the game so pussyfied, so to the point where it literally it's like it takes no skill to play Destiny to level up now. It
You
literally
know, when
takes
you buy the Taken King or the collection, it comes with an item to like auto level you up to like level 30. Then that way you're all caught up to pace.
Right. Well, actually, it's 40 now. They actually pushed it to 40.
Well,
and also,
whatever it is.
Right. And then when Rise of Iron came out, did you guys know when Rise of Iron came out, my friends and I got to, when the light level was still at 300 cap, when it was still 300 cap from Taken King, my friends and I got to light level 350 less than 45 minutes. And the only thing we kept doing was spamming the fucking, what's that raid called? What's her face? The screaming chick, whatever her name is, whatever her fucking name is, but she's like a little mini, like a little Vanguard raid, and you could just spam her over and over for 45 minutes, and you just collect the loot that she gives out, and you could just keep building your character up in 45 fucking minutes. Your light level will be at 350. Everyone kept doing that, and then they patched
but
that.
that's
shit
annoying just to sit there and spam something for 45 minutes.
But hey, but it's better than playing. But if you don't have any time to do it for a week, it's good to do it like that. So you be up to speed with everybody.
Listen, the game's not going to be for everybody.
No.
Right.
I have over 5,000.
By the way, welcome, Rambo.
Sorry, I'm late, but I have over 5,000 hours in Destiny.
A lot of hours in Destiny.
Like I lived and breathed that. I played that every day from the time I got up to the time I went to bed for probably about 8 or 9 months straight. And then I played it off and on. Just I would do it weekly, like play it during the week. I would hop on my PlayStation, play it, then hop back over to my Xbox One and play the same exact shit that I just played on my PlayStation on my Xbox, just so that way I could keep both characters leveled up. I know that game. I love that game.
I would say the main draw to the game, and this is what,
it's
games like Division and
Division, I don't know.
All these games, they're trying to do what Destiny does, but the thing what Destiny did right is you prepare everything for the raid, and the raid is made for you to play with 6 people that knows your style. Because it's really hard to do the raid with randoms. Unless everybody did it multiple times, then maybe 6 randoms could get together and they already know what to do just through experience. But if you've never done the raid, it's almost impossible.
It's a complete social.
But you can carry people through those raids though, because I've done it with Wrath of the Machine. The new raids are very fucking easy. Taken King, you can.
The Wrath of the Machine is like one of the easiest raids there is.
Yeah,
Vault of Glass?
Vault of Glass.
No, Vault of Glass is the hardest raid.
I block people because of that fucking goddamn raid. Because of the stupid shit like randoms were doing. I'm like, you know what? You're not my friend. You're just blocked. I'm done with your.
Wow. Vault of Glass was frustrating.
It was frustrating.
Even when they're taking,
we got some savages here.
It was fucking frustrating.
That shit was frustrating.
It was frustrating.
And he did right. That raid.
They need to make more raids like the Vault of Glass. That's what they need to do.
But see, they brought it back though. They have it brought back now.
I know that. I'm about to go back in. I'm actually about to go back in there and start playing again, because I caught up and everything, did everything I needed to do. So
I was thinking about re-download because I uninstalled it from my hard drive. I think I should go back and re-download it.
I just re-downloaded it myself because I'm gonna play that, I guess, up until Destiny 2, and I just went today and they're sold out of the collector's edition at my local GameStop.
GameStop.
I'm getting.
You're still going to GameStop. You need to go. You need to go to Amazon or something.
Right. No one goes to GameStop.
Man, you need to go to the PlayStation store. Come on.
I went there to get
Xbox for life.
Jesus.
That was a joke.
I went there to get my Cade doll.
It's digital, baby. I'm joking.
And then, well, you don't understand. It's like I'm buying the collector's edition, the limited edition, the physical, the regular physical. I'm buying the digital deluxe, and I'm also buying the console when it comes out.
Okay.
I'm not going that far, but yeah.
Almost everybody in my family plays it. So
really,
yeah,
right.
Wow.
My girlfriend plays Destiny.
Oh no.
You're all off your rocker. Turn in your game cards.
No, man, you're off your rocker, man. You've gone senile, Seventh, man. You can't handle
Dude, when I was a teenager, went to the arcade and you'd play the same game over and over and over to hone your skills to get better at your shit.
That's the same thing as Destiny.
And with your friend, and play with your friends and play at the arcade.
Right.
And it didn't matter if a new game came out, everybody go try it out and everything, but they'd always come back to that mainstay.
That is Destiny.
And that's not what Destiny is, because
it is.
That's in this day and age, it's like the minute the new hot shit comes out, everybody moves on to that.
Oh no,
Yeah,
no,
Destiny 2
not
will
the
be
Shit gets
not-
abandoned. Shit
Oh,
gets
no.
abandoned.
Not
Shit loses its appeal.
not the
And-
people I played with, man. We played from day one all the way until like up here recently.
And
till
I
we
just,
went on the board.
I'm just not seeing it. I'm just not seeing that. It hasn't been my experience with the last 2 generations at least.
Well, if you happen to get Destiny 2, if you happen to, definitely hook me up, hit me up, man. We can run together every single time. You can be part of my race team. We're trying to build a raid team right now and everything for the new Destiny 2.
Quick question, Rambo. Is your shit carrying over?
No, they're starting over.
Not everything.
What?
You're
So-
carrying over.
Your character. Okay, wait a minute. The character that you made, the actual character,
Yeah.
not
That will
not
carry
not the gear and stuff, but
No,
the character you made.
You don't have your progress.
You don't have to make a character from scratch. That's
Right.
what
Basically, you don't have to make a character from scratch, but you still have to
But-
level up.
Yeah, but you're back down to level 0 or 1, whatever.
But that's the whole premise is that this
Because
new
I have it on Xbox, so you think it's worth it keeping it on this console, or just get it on PlayStation?
I would get it on PlayStation. That's what you're gonna. Because look at Xbox.
Well, the DLC.
Xbox still didn't even get the DLC that they missed the last 2 years ago.
Yeah, the Taken King one, they didn't even get it.
They will never get
And-
that DLC now
And PlayStation still has timed exclusive content.
Yeah.
for a
Not
year.
only-
Yes.
it might not just be time, but it could end up just permanent because
Yeah, it could be. It could
Taken
be.
King
Well-
started out as time.
Well,
It could be actually just exclusive because the thing says at least until fall of 2018. That means that could go longer.
well, you guys know that Activision and Sony are in cahoots, so
Right. That's fucking
Activision's
crazy,
consumer-
man.
Sony is in like every third-party publisher's pants. So there you go.
Well, they're the market leader, so
Well, I feel sorry for Microsoft and everybody still thinks Xbox has a chance.
Well, Microsoft got EA, so at least they're not lonely.
Oh,
But no one
don't-
cares
they don't-
about EA.
Hey, wait a minute though. They don't have EA because
Yeah, they do.
No, listen. My
All right,
God.
hey guys, speaking of Microsoft,
Battlefront 2 was going to be on
With
PlayStation.
Battlefront and Battlefield, remember?
Battlefront
Sony
is
has
the
Sony
Battlefront
has
is
the
Sony's.
hey guys, speaking of Microsoft, if you want to get into Microsoft, that was my next topic. So let's jump into it. You can add all that shit in there. all right?
One second. I want this man to explain to me why last fall Battlefield 1 was bundled with a white or gray Xbox One at Walmart.
Listen, they got
But that's still
Battlefield 1.
Microsoft. We're still talking
No,
about
wait a
Microsoft.
minute. But wait a minute. I'm talking about Sony real quick. They got Battlefield 1. That's it.
All right.
and then they got Madden too.
And they got FIFA and Madden.
Yeah.
But as far as Battlefront 2, that's also early on PlayStation.
All I'm saying is EA promotes their games on Xbox. That's all I'm saying.
No, I'm saying this. Here's the difference though between what Sony and Microsoft does. When for whatever reason, when Sony does a marketing deal, they get exclusive content. They get something more than just put the picture on a box. For whatever reason, when Microsoft does the same deal, they really don't get anything
shit.
out of it. It's just
They
a
don't
picture
get
on a
shit.
box.
They
Like-
don't get anything.
Like DLC didn't come first for
Okay,
Battlefield.
but no, wait a minute though, because
They
Xbox
cannot.
actually has exclusive content on FIFA.
Oh, do they?
That you cannot get. It's like classic mode or something like that you cannot get on
Oh,
PlayStation
shit, I
at
didn't-
all.
I didn't know.
Wow.
I didn't play FIFA.
Never
That's
knew.
that is the only title. That in Division they got 30 days DLC extra for two different DLCs.
No, it was for the first expansion.
It was
the
two of them.
Underground.
It was two different. The Underground came at the exact same time. The second expansion and the third expansion both were 30 days early.
No, I had the season pass, and the third one came out at the same time. But okay, believe whatever you want to.
Oh shit.
All I'm going to say is I have hundreds of people on my PlayStation friends list. Every day, every Tuesday, when a new game comes out, I can log into my PlayStation 4, and all I see is that new game.
Right.
And then the next Tuesday, all I see is the new game. 3 weeks after Destiny came out, I didn't see anybody on my hundreds of friends playing Destiny anymore. And it's the same way with any game that's more of a shooter-based experience because they want to jump into the next multiplayer and then the next multiplayer and then the next multiplayer.
You're playing with scrubs,
You
man.
need better friends.
You need better
Yeah,
friends.
you need better
I'm
friends
playing. I'm playing.
because my friends,
Yeah, I'm kidding. I don't care. I don't care.
100 on the Xbox.
Now,
I have
something like Diablo or World of Warcraft, it's a different story. But anything that's shooter-based, it's the same shit over
I
and
still
over
have
again.
people. I mean,
I have
Oh
a
my
shit ton of friends that still play
fucking-
this.
I have like 374 friends on my PlayStation. I think there's still 100 of them that still play Destiny today.
People still invite me to play
on the next thing.
Yeah,
Oh.
I still get.
Well, I was
invites
saying
to
the
play.
traditional says seventh is right.
Yeah,
Gamers tend to go from one game to another. But Destiny does have a huge dedicated fan base. That's
Yeah,
You know what? I am a
It
fan.
really
I'm
does.
a dedicated fan
Play.
to that fan base, but I just want the game to do better. That's all I ask for them. I just want them to, because it was my Call of Duty killer for a long time. Like at one time, I didn't even play Black Ops 3 for a
TTFP. Can we
long
move on to
time.
Microsoft?
do what?
What?
I was asking TTFP if we could move on to Microsoft.
Yeah, we can move on to Microsoft.
All right. I was
Alright.
just curious. Sorry to interrupt you guys.
No, we can move on because we got a couple other subjects to
Right,
go through.
I
So,
know,
yeah, we can move
pretty
on.
much.
It's all right. No, it's all right. All right. Now, this was the big topic on Twitter for me this week, and I think for some of you other guys who are on Twitter. Okay, I am in talk with Tim Dog and a bunch of Xbox gamers on Twitter.
Really? Wow. Go on. I'm still listening.
What do you mean? Wow.
No.
I am an Xbox. Whoa. No. I am a multi-console owner. I'll still play my Xbox when I feel like it, when they give me something to play. And I talk to these people. Everybody hasn't ousted me out like some people have. All right? So let me get through my shit without that, whatever.
Okay.
I did talk to Tim Dog. Tim Dog will tell you I talked to him and other Xbox gamers on Twitter about this. And I want to know the panel's thoughts about it. We are months away from the Xbox Scorpio being released, okay?
Yes,
There are
yes.
rumors of the price being around $700. Now, to be even the price of $500, Microsoft would have to bring me games that interest me. Not just shooters, not the same old bullshit. But let's move on from there, though, now.
Yes.
What would Microsoft have to do, in your opinion, to get back in the swing of things? We need to change, and what needs to change about Microsoft that'll make them better. And before you answer this, keep in mind that Microsoft will not catch up this gen, and that's a fact. Okay,
Right.
We all know that. I think the consumer has already spoke with their wallets, but they do have a chance to make Xbox a better platform for the Xbox community
going forward,
to game on.
Yeah, go on.
But what do they need to do? They need to bring in games.
They're gonna
and
have
not
to.
doing
They're
it.
gonna have to.
What are your thoughts about the Scorpio? Let me finish. What are your thoughts about the Scorpio, the price range, and what they need to do to bring people back?
They're gonna have to. They're gonna have
Take it away.
to. They're gonna have to supply games. Like the games that they have right now that they have announced already, as far as like Crackdown 3 and stuff. I would rather pick up a Xbox One S versus paying money to play those games on. As far as they're gonna have to break, like they're gonna have to wow me, like so maybe like a Rise 2, a Sunset Overdrive 2.
You know what they are? It's been rumored. I watched this guy named Stone Fox Media.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
So, you might as well watch Crap Gamer, man.
Okay, yeah.
So far, ain't that bad.
He's not that bad. He's pretty funny guy.
Yeah, he is.
Not that bad.
To be honest.
I played with Destiny with him.
He's a
before
fanboy
this.
as well, so I mean,
I don't. Well, he's a multi-console owner, so I don't really consider him a fanboy. He
I
talks
don't
shit.
think he's a fanboy. I just
Okay.
think certain people.
would you consider Crap Gamer a fanboy?
Yes,
He's a
multi-console owner.
absolutely.
He's a multi-console owner. So I mean,
Okay, well,
just because you have multi-consoles don't mean you're not a fanboy.
But he doesn't sit there and dick rise a console. He doesn't.
Okay,
do
but you can still be a little biased at the same time, you know?
But everyone's biased, though. You can't just sit there and say that. Everyone's biased towards something, though. But that's not what I'm saying. But anyways,
He only bought a PS4 because he got caught stealing other people's PS4 footage. to make
Right.
fake reviews.
Nag.
Yeah, this is true.
Right. Okay, but anyway, shit. I kind of lost my fucking train of thought.
Yeah, the rumor about the Rise 2.
Oh yeah. The Rise 2. Yeah, I watched one of his videos. He said there is going to be rumored a Rise 2 for Scorpio. Which, if there is one, I'm definitely buying it because I'm one of those people. Don't jump on my case because a lot of people did not like that game. I did like Rise on the Rome. I love the story. Love the game.
Also, butting in for a second, just not to be rude, anybody who has an Xbox, Rise Son of Rome is free for games with gold this month for April.
Yeah,
Just-
but the thing is,
just
though,
just putting that out there.
the thing is though, is that the Crytek is like in financial like
Yeah, they haven't been
Yeah.
developing.
so I mean they haven't been developing anything, and Crytek is the one that actually owns that IP, I think.
Yeah, they do.
They
So
do.
I mean, there I don't. Rise 2 is just like a pipe dream right now. That's just something that somebody made up a cover that was like
Right.
a Rise 2 with the 4K HDR thing on there,
Pretty much.
and
Plus, if they made it
people ran with
exclusive to the Scorpio, they'd be shooting themselves in the foot anyway.
They'd be doing it
Pretty
again.
much.
It can be.
Sales on the game would be ass.
Yes, it still would have to be an Xbox OG game.
They could have poured over the first game to PS4, but Crytek thought I wouldn't be profitable enough. I think I read somewhere online.
Wouldn't be
They were already,
profitable enough.
no, but they were already fucking on a downhill slope.
Yeah, they were already hurting for money at that point.
True.
The thing with the Scorpio is that I mean, like the rumored price, like if it's going to do what Microsoft says it's going to do, the 4K 60 uncompromised, it's not going to be $400. If it's going to be the like kind of like the Xbox One Pro type thing, kind of like where you have like a 4K on some games and the rest of them are kind of like sparse rendering.
The most I think people
Then you might be able to see the $400 price tag, and at that point, I think that they actually have a chance to stay in the market area. Keep competitive.
well, the most I think people would be willing to pay for it, or if Microsoft's crazy enough, they might try and charge $500 again. But who knows?
They're going to bring some games with it.
If they charge me $500, I better see I'm just joking, but I need to see a Sunset Overdrive 2. I need to see a Rise Son of Rome 2. I need to see a lot of fucking games because I'm
Better
going
bundle in
to
the Connect.
Right.
Okay.
Nah, the fuck.
Now,
no.
I got
get
a
it Scorpio Day 1, and I better see some.
I got a tip though on this Titanfall. I was watching listening to Randall Thor earlier on him and Jez talk, and he said that come next week there is actually going to be leaks, and actual factual leaks on the Scorpio. He has actually guaranteed this to be happening. That
Really?
somebody that he knows. Actually, Jez knows the actual leaks, but he hasn't leaked them yet himself because he works for Windows Central as far as like writing up the story for it. But yes, there is going to be actual leaked specs next week.
But you know what? I don't want to sound like a fanboy or anything, but a couple, they did an article from Shadow of War, from Shadow of Mordor's people, and the guy said something about the guy that the head of the studio.
I think they
claims that Shadow they didn't find anything wrong with Scorpio. They said the hardware was legit. So if he said it, maybe it's legit. I don't know.
Didn't they say that there's going to be like a Scorpio dedicated version of Shadow of War that's like separate from like the Xbox One version?
They just have a marketing right.
No, they can't do that. They can't.
Hey, Rambo.
They can't do that.
Rambo, I got a question for you. Rambo, I got a question. Weren't there some leaks that supposedly Rand said about the Scorpio?
He hasn't said so much about it. I think I think he's actually talked about like the $700 price tag. I don't think it's going to be. I just have a hard time. I mean,
it's not going to be $700.
Hey guys, do y'all mind if I bring up a topic? And I have no idea if it's ever been brought up before, but it has to do with Microsoft and Scorpio. Okay, well we all know that Scorpio was like the Pro to the Xbone. So wouldn't the Xbox One original be holding back Scorpio games with the limitation of the Xbox One?
No.
It would
be different games.
It would be the exact. No, it would be the exact same thing as the Pro and the PS4. I mean, you could make one and just patch the Scorpio version to cover it.
Well, then they have to be able to work on both consoles. Don't they?
It would.
Yeah.
Okay.
Modern technology is scalable like that.
Yeah, they're both x86 architecture. You just simply plug in an Xbox One game and it'll play it.
Yeah.
I got another question for you guys when it comes to the Scorpio, without them announcing games and everything. I understand about backwards compatibility, but if you've been with Xbox since day one, they're also saying that the Xbox One games are going to be backwards compat with the Scorpio. Okay, so you're going to get it in 4K. Who cares? Who gives a flying fuck? I already played the game. Why do I want to play it again? Give me new games. Give me new IPs.
Yeah, that's one thing.
Yeah, that's
I
kinda-
don't-
I
I don't
had
I'm
agree with
tired
that
of
shit.
backwards compat.
I had a conversation
If you're
with.
No, I'm saying if you're new to the Xbox brand, then that's good for you. But if you've
Yeah.
been with it from day one, that shit ain't gonna fly.
Yeah, I had a talk with Tim about that because he was talking about like backwards compatible with the Xbox One games going over, and I was like, that really does nothing for me. I was like, I've already played the games that I all want to play. I was like,
exactly, Rambo. I said the same thing to Tim because me and Tim been talking.
yeah, it's like going back and playing Rise in 4K. I was like, I already did that on my PC too. So I mean, it's like I really have no interest in any of those any of those old games going back and replaying them just because they're 4K. I was like, 4K doesn't really make that big of a difference. And as far as like the thing when it comes to like the HDR, well, the Xbox One S has HDR, but none of their new games have HDR. So I mean, like, I don't even believe that the Scorpio is going to have HDR on day in, day out whenever the games launch like it does on the Pro. I can't trust.
You know what's
it's probably going to be more to their dedicated games, like their exclusive games and shit, like Forza 7 or something.
Their exclusive games don't even have it. The only ones that have it is Gears and Forza. Like Halo Wars 2 just launched, no HDR.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Once again, you're talking about the same IPs. You're not talking about nothing new. Halo, Forza, Gears.
But it's so hard to say anything new because that's all the fucking thing Microsoft knows how to make. It feels like as though Microsoft are scared to actually try to make new IPs. Now, let's go back. Microsoft has made new
go
IPs.
back and do another Sunset Overdrive and launch it at the right time and promote the shit. Learn how to promote your product.
But here's the thing. You remember how we said in our last podcast, Xbox people don't buy games. You remember that? So Microsoft is scared to actually go and just make a game that's, you know what, I would like to see Microsoft make a game like Horizon Zero Dawn. I know they can fucking do it. I'm sure they thought about shit like that before anything. Yeah, let's make a game that's very similar to Uncharted. You know, we can make games like that. I know they. It's just the problem is.
I'll be honest. In my opinion, I don't think Microsoft has good first party.
No, when it comes,
I don't think they have enough first party studios.
Even the ones they have. I mean, look who they have.
Did any of you watch?
There's only 2 studios that they have that actually makes their own original game, which is Turn 10 and Rare. 343, right. They're making Halo 5, which was a Bungie game. Coalition is making Gears, which was an Epic game. They're not even making their own original game.
I got a question. What do you guys also think about the price range with no games being announced?
Also,
$700.
Also, let's not forget.
Did any of you watch Craig's podcast yesterday?
Also, let's not forget the closure of Lionhead Studios. Rest in pepperoni. Lionhead.
Yeah, that was another one. But it's not going to be $700, Princess.
No, if it's, I mean, $600 or $700, they be shooting themselves in the foot.
All right, even at $500, is it worth it with no games except just the old IPs? And
it's not worth it to me.
Well, here's the thing: it depends on who. Let's say
they need to bring new IPs to the table.
Let's like this: if I'm a Xbox One gamer, if I have the OG Xbox, and I'm planning to buy a 4K TV, then yes, it'd be worth it for me. If I'm that gamer, because I'm upgrading my whole entire experience to 4K. So yeah, you know, the OG Xbox can't take advantage of a 4K TV. So if you're that gamer who wants the best version of multiplats and you're tired of the experience, you know, in terms of performance that the Xbox One is giving you or the Xbox One S, then yeah, that's the console for you.
Okay, guys.
I'm not interested in that.
Guys,
that's just not me.
Look. Okay, look. You know why Sony does so well in all countries and all markets is because they have a wide range of appeal. So Microsoft needs to broaden their genres.
I've already said that. I've been saying that for more than a year, and everybody's telling me I'm wrong.
Well, part of it,
they tried that with the 360 and it didn't work.
TitanFallPrincess, you are completely right.
They tried it when the 360 and it didn't work. They invested heavily in Japanese developed games, and nobody on the 360 bought it because all anyone wanted on 360.
So why in the fuck that everyone keeps saying 360 was so fucking good? 360 this, 360 was good. But here's the thing here: 360 was so fucking good, but then PlayStation just had a little bit better games. Like I don't understand that. When I had my 360, the only shit I even had was like Halo Gears and fucking and a couple games like I had Bayonetta on there. I wouldn't. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have a whole lot of games. And then, Mass Effect, I had that, and then I had what's the other guy?
Well, if all you liked was multi-parts of Deathmatch, yeah, the 360 was awesome. But if you didn't, if you came up in older generations, especially with PS2, then yeah, the 360 was going to be shit because it didn't have the wide variety of games that the PS2 did.
Exactly. Right. That's where I came from, PS2 days. You know what I'm saying?
That's why to this day people talk about 360 gamers in a stereotype that they're all shooter and sports fans.
That's actually kind of true because every friend I had back in high school, every fucking friend, like that goes back to our last podcast. You remember the jocks that play fucking 360 and the nerds play PlayStation 3. And I was one of those fucking nerds who played PlayStation 3. So it's just one of those things where, you know, you can't escape that. That's why I never understood that how people say, "Oh, 360 was like the best coming. It was like the best console."
What? No.
All right, I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. No,
before you do that, before you do that, Puerto Rock, I gotta do TitanFallPrincess court right now. Okay. All right, Demetrius, didn't you say you were a Xbox guy, right?
Yeah, I played them both.
All right, but you also said you didn't buy the games. Now, I supported all the games, but if you ain't buying the games, then you ain't supporting the console.
Well, I mean, I didn't play the games because
Gavel down.
But But they didn't have a whole lot of games that I liked that got me to go over there. I played my 360 a lot. I played all the games I played. You know, COD. I played Mass Effect. I played.
You promote, but at times you promote yourself as a pro Xbox person. So the gavel comes down. As all right, 7th level. What's his name?
Donkey fucker.
Huh?
You just lost because you promote yourself as an Xbox person. I promote myself as a gamer and I could talk about all games, not as just one console person. You can't do that and then say, "Oh, well, they didn't have the games I had, so that's what they call a flip flopper."
I'm with you, Titanfall.
Sorry to say.
I promote gamers.
The demographic.
I didn't say promote. Oh, Lord have mercy. You just took that somewhere else. I won. I'm the judge. Move on. Let's go.
All right. Hey, to play devil's advocate, I had this conversation, because somebody was telling me, 360 don't really have a lot of Japanese games, whatever. So I was like, all right, let's play a little game. Name all the, the AAA IPs you played, exclusives on Xbox One, and I'll name the Japanese games I'll play on 360. And we'll see who can name more games. I blew the dude out the box, and they were surprised, like, holy shit, I didn't know those games were on those. And I'm like, it's because all you guys play is Gears.
Yeah, right.
That's all you play.
I agree with you.
Not
Puerto Rock.
You play. But Microsoft.
Because I bought those games too, so I know what you're talking about. You're right.
Yeah, 7 Level was right. They tried. Blue Dragon, Eternal Sonata.
What's crazy though?
Right, they tried, but they gave up halfway through.
I named more Japanese games on 360 than he was able to name Xbox One exclusive.
Well, on the 360, I did have games like I did have Blades. I did have Blue Dragon. That was actually a great game. I did have those games, but the thing is, on 360, I felt like when I was a kid, I was always PlayStation. PlayStation was the norm back in like PS2 era. So as a person, I had both consoles. I enjoyed both, but I go where I'm happy at that point of time. Just like how PlayStation at this point of time is the best console to go for.
Right.
But you guys are comparing Xbox to PlayStation, and that wasn't what the topic was.
I know, but that's
Xbox in general.
I know, but I'm trying to get to my point. I know, but let me get to my point.
People didn't leave people. There are a lot of people who never even left the 360 because they had that variety and still never bought an Xbox One. They're still on 360. I got friends on 360. They hit me up and say, "I ain't buying that shit."
Right.
All right, so you can't say that. I'm comparing the Xbox brand, and you keep throwing. No, I know most of us are multi-console owners in here. Okay, yeah. I know that, but I want to try to stick the topic without throwing things in. We're talking about the Xbox brand right now. What they need to do to get people to come back.
Okay, well,
and one of the things they need to do is stop listening to stupid ass fanboys like the 5 or 6 or 10 that are out there that say we don't need this shit.
Yeah,
yeah, we do. Because
that was the thing.
As we were talking,
go ahead.
We all bought those Japanese games on.
Here's the thing.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe they're scared to do it because they got those fucking Xbox fanboys out there.
But here's the thing people don't realize. All right, the 360 fan base was built on the backs of the PS2 games. It wasn't. You don't go from selling 22 million OG Xbox to 80 something million without the majority being PS2 games. So let's just get it. Let's just get it. The reason why Xbox One's such a predicament is because all the PlayStation gamers are coming back. In reality, all the people that went to 360 only went to it was because Sony fucked up releasing a $600 console with fucking Resistance. That's not
and released it a year late.
Yeah,
basically what happened during the PS3 happened this gen.
Yeah, the fucking a $600 PS3 with Resistance. That's not PlayStation 2 gaming. Everybody what is this shit?
Don't forget with that fucking Spider-Man 3 fucking movie too. You remember that shit? It came with Spider-Man 3 the movie for $600 fucking dollars. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, think about it.
I remember because I had that shit.
Think about this self pitch. Hey, we're gonna give you a $600 console, PlayStation, so you could play Resistance and MotorStorm. And you're a PS2 gamer that's playing Metal Gear, Final Fantasy, Devil May Cry. That's not PlayStation.
Exactly.
That's not PlayStation.
And you know what do you think they're doing with the Scorpio? You just hit the nail on the head, Porter Rock. What do they do with the Scorpio? They're doing the same thing.
Yeah.
You hit the nail on the head. They're doing the same shit. Let's bring out this, okay, and let's only give you this, and this, and that's all we got, and you ain't getting shit else for $500.
Well, with the Scorpio, they've got even less because they're not selling games; they're selling performance.
Yeah.
There's
not anything really new. There's nothing new under the sun.
Wait, Seven, you
better looking versions of what's already there.
And you know what they also got? They're bowing down to the people that are on the Xbox One that hype Xbox up so bad, but all you find them on is social media. So they got a new social media to play with in 4K.
Yeah,
that's what they got.
I mean, the truth is,
you know what the funniest part of all of it is? You know what the funniest part is? These people that are talking about how great backwards compatibility is on the Xbox One, they're the same ones that said backwards compatibility didn't mean shit when PlayStation 3 fans were all excited about the fact that it would play any PS1 game.
That's fucking sad, man.
That's true. No, he's.
But now they're all for
backwards. Oh shit! I got him admit you're right again.
They got nothing else to play.
Xbox fanboys, they love to backpedal. We all know this.
Okay, but Phil Spencer is actually trying right now. He's actually taking a trip to Japan, but he's got a ton of people, Tim Dog included, on Twitter tweeting at him. They were actually having a conversation.
What he needs to do is create their own studio.
Here's a question: how much of a difference can he make?
Guys, listen. You know what Phil needs to do if he's actually trying to do something for the Xbox brand? Keep your fucking ass off Twitter. Don't answer these motherfuckers and just do what you gotta do to bring the Xbox name back.
Right. If you break some fanboys' hearts, who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying? If you break some Xbox fanboys' hearts, who gives a fuck? Do what you know that is right. If you call yourself a person who plays games, do the right fucking thing. Stay off of this social media. Stop talking to these stupid ass Xbox fanboys who don't mean you no good, who just sit there. Like, these Xbox fanboys act like they control Xbox. Like, you know what I'm saying? They act like they run the fucking company or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't listen to these dumbass people because they're just gonna hurt you even more. That's what I did. I jumped in there with Phil and I replied to Phil. I was like, please don't listen to these people. I said I double dip a lot of games. I said, if your platform actually had more than Gears, Forza, and Halo, I said I would buy the games there too. And Tim kept going, but you'll buy them on PlayStation. I was like, I'll buy them on both. I was like, I don't give a shit. I was like, I like the game. I was like, it don't matter.
Rambo, you're like me. I double dip. If it's on both, I get them on both. I'll get my cheapest one place, my trophies on the other.
If I like the game, I'm gonna buy it on both. It doesn't matter.
You know what's funny? Phil don't even notice. I got somebody you can talk to in chat right now. Both him and his wife both play games. He's an Xbox dude. He loves Xbox, but he also plays on PlayStation. Okay, he double buys. He buys two PlayStations, two Xbox, two games because they both play separately and then they play together. Okay, on multiplayer or whatever. But they play together. So he's a 4-timer there. If you think about it.
Trust me, I had four Xbox Ones and I have 5 PS4s in my house. I was like, I have to buy not just my physical collection, but I also have to buy my kids' games too as well. So I know exactly, and my wife. I know exactly what you're talking about. And that's the thing is, like, Tim, like I swear I think Phil and them listen too much to Tim and crap and all them people like that. I was like, they've got to leave the fanboys alone. They gotta cut him off or whatever and talk to the actor.
Phil don't listen to crap. I'll tell you that right now.
Well, no, he don't listen to crap. I know, but he don't listen to crap. But Phil doesn't listen.
He does listen. He listens to Tim a lot for some reason, and I don't know why.
Phil doesn't seem to actually. Phil doesn't actually seem to listen.
Does he listen to Zaire?
I like him.
No, Phil Spencer doesn't actually whenever if I tweet at him, it's crickets. Tim tweets at him, he's got to reply in a day. I understand they have a friendship or whatever, but at the same time is that every time you see him replying to a fan, it's almost every single time they have that stupid Scorpio symbol in their damn name. So it's like, quit talking to these people that are like such a fanboy that won't actually give you an honest opinion of what's going on.
Y'all know I've said it already. Rambo, you're right. Y'all know I've said it already. I actually was in a private chat. Well, not a private chat with him, but a chat room with a bunch of dudes with Phil Spencer. This past December was a year, so it's a little over a year ago. I told my honest opinion about shit on Xbox that needs to get done and what we want and all this other, and nobody would talk.
Really?
Okay? Nobody would talk until, really. Why is it always really with you, Emery?
I'm sorry.
You always say really like you don't know. I could bring 10 people in this party right now and tell you I spoke with fucking Phil Spencer. Call Phil Spencer up and ask him. No, you're such a smart ass. Stop being a smart ass on my channel and call me out.
I'm not trying to be a smart ass.
Tim will tell you I talk to him. Go look at Twitter. You can see I'm talking on Twitter.
What?
Goddamn, stop being a smart ass. I let you in last time you were smart ass. You be a smart ass again. This is my podcast. I rule this shit.
What makes you think I'm trying to be a smart ass?
Because every time I say I talk to somebody, really?
Well,
really?
I was gonna say you basically it made it sound like you just basically said really like you really fucking talked to him like right.
I'm not trying to come off like a jackass about it.
You've done it 2 or 3 times now, dude.
Well, I'm sorry.
Thank you, Rambo. Thank you.
You kind of did it to me a little bit too, man. I'm just saying.
But you can't do that. I was there. You know what? Contact fucking Iron Wolf. Iron Wolf brought me into that motherfucking podcast with him. I talked to Phil Spencer my motherfucking self. You don't believe it? Too fucking bad. You don't have to believe me. I'm a God-fearing person. God is my witness I was there. And I'm tired of you asking me, oh, really? And I ain't the only one who heard that. Rambo said it. Demetrius said it.
Yeah,
I gave you another chance to come on here, and you were rude last time, and now you're doing it again. You act like you're king shit or something. It took me a long time to get where I am. Ain't no fucking dude gonna bring me down. I stand up for myself. I don't need nobody else. I do this on my own. Now let's get back to the topic at hand. I'm going to switch up topics. Let's get off the Scorpio because some people have an issue with Scorpio. Whoa, another dick sucker. Another Microsoft dick sucker. Anyway, I'm going to go back to gaming, but I had a lot of people in the chat. I don't know why, because we brought it up one time, was asking about this subject. We're going to do this real briefly, then we'll get back into gaming. It is a little bitty topic, okay? And last week I saw a lot of my subs talking about wrestling, and they were talking to me about it. So I just want to talk about wrestling because the biggest wrestling event of the year is coming up next month, okay? Oh, yeah. And you have fucking Goldberg against Brock Lesnar, Shane McMahon against AJ Styles. You have The Undertaker with Roman Reigns, and you have some corny ass Diva Man and Diva Man match coming up, okay? Now, and a lot of other matches. My one criticism is for wrestling lately has been that it's gotten too predictable. I could tell you who's going to win. I could tell you what's going to happen before it even happens. I've done it, okay? And that Goldberg match has literally made me want to stop watching it altogether. I don't barely watch it anymore, okay? So to the people on the panel who watch wrestling, real briefly, what are your thoughts about WrestleMania 33? And what match are you looking forward to, if any?
Goddamn, crying baby should be taken to the lobby.
My son's gone, so that was.
So, anybody has any thoughts on the WrestleMania that's coming up? If not, we can move on.
Yeah, one thing, it's coming Tuesday. It's coming Sunday.
Right.
It's 2 days from now.
being a WWE fan since the Attitude Era, I didn't grow up in the Golden Age era. Like Hogan and Andre the Giant was like the shit back in those days in the 80s, 70s, and 80s. But I will tell you that wrestling has become so fucking predictable. Just like you said, it's a crime how sad it is that everyone knows what's going to happen. Brock Lesnar's going to win. No one gives a fuck. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, why Lesnar? Why wouldn't Lesnar not win? I mean, he's 3-up against Goldberg's 3-up against Lesnar. So obviously they're going to make Goldberg lose because Goldberg only signed a contract to do a couple months in WWE. Then he's X out the building.
So why would Brock win anyway? He got to shoot up with some extra roids on the side.
Yeah. So, but I mean, I'm looking forward to WrestleMania, but only for one reason. It's not because of that. I'm looking for the Hardy Boys to come back. So they're not supposed to. The broken gimmick is actually supposed to be finalized. They're trying to see who owns the rights to the broken gimmick to the Hardys, and I'm looking forward for them to come back to WrestleMania. And other than that,
I would love for Jeff to come back. Matt, he's the biggest fucking crybaby ever. He makes his younger brother do all the work.
Well, Matt Hardy is actually the most popular WWE superstar. I mean, popular wrestler.
Jeff is.
Jeff is, but Jeff is, but no. Go look at the stuff now. Matt Hardy is actually the most popular wrestler in wrestling today right now. Go look it up. Matt Hardy left and reinvented himself and did that broken gimmick, and he's actually way more popular than Jeff Hardy. He's actually way more popular. They even were stating that they were going to, if they bring back the Hardys and they split them up, Matt Hardy is going to go to Raw and do their broken gimmick. Jeff Hardy's going to go to SmackDown. And we already know that Raw is the A show and SmackDown is supposed to be the B show.
And guess what? I could do the arm movement with Jeff Hardy, and he's going to fuck up Matt like he did in the past. He'll fuck up that fat, chubby motherfucker and whoop his ass with his skinny ass self. He's done before. He can't do what Jeff does. He can't.
I mean, but that would make Matt Hardy a little bit. That's the reason why, because Jeff Hardy was more popular because the shit he can do. Matt Hardy was different. Okay, we get that. Like Matt Hardy couldn't do all the stuff.
Matt Hardy can't wrestle. He's a fat lord ass motherfucker.
Matt Hardy is not fat anymore. Like he's not. He's actually a pretty damn good wrestler. If you look at him in the Indies, if you look at TNA and the final deletion they did, Matt Hardy's a fucking like really good wrestler. No, he's no fucking Daniel Bryan or no fucking AJ Styles or some shit or Seth Rollins or anything, but he's pretty good. You know what I'm saying? He's really pretty fucking good. So I give credit when the credit is due. I gave a lot of shit to Matt Hardy a couple of years ago with him and his wife Rebby Sky, how they done a lot of fucked up shit in the past and shit. And Jeff Hardy did a lot of fucked up shit with drugs, but they all He's
also an animal killer. He's also an animal killer.
Well, they said
he killed a dog.
They said that wasn't true.
No, it is true. It is true. It is true. He did. Okay,
well,
as far as his gimmick and who owns the rights to the gimmick, all he has to do is whip out a thesaurus, just call himself Shattered Matt Hardy, Twisted Matt Hardy, Destroyed Matt Hardy,
right?
Clinically Depressed Matt Hardy, whatever the fuck.
But the broken gimmick is so fucking cool, man. Delete. I love hearing that shit. It's nice. It's different. You know what I'm saying? You don't get a wrestler. Because everything in WWE is just a big jock guy with muscles with long fucking wavy hair. That's what Vince McMahon likes everything like that.
I just love that whole Bride of Frankenstein haircut he's got going on.
Yeah, like Matt Hardy is different. That's why he's the most popular wrestler.
I mean, obviously he kind of stole the whole look from Johnny Depp in that movie about the Mad Barber or whatever. But
yeah, I mean he did, but I mean no one in WWE was doing it. Yeah. Well, no, that's not Edward Scissorhands. That's Sweden Todd.
Sweeney Todd.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, like I said, man, like WWE. When it comes to WWE, I love talking about it, but I don't really care about WrestleMania. I'm just looking for the Hardys to come back because they actually are teasing them to come back because they're going to be not too far away from WrestleMania, actually, and they're actually trying to sign the Hardys to come back. And if they do, Matt Hardy is going to go straight to Raw, and Jeff Hardy's going to go straight to SmackDown. They both will get pushes. So expect Jeff Hardy to come back with a WWE title in the next couple of months from now.
As far as like comparing it to previous gens, I mean, really all WWE is now is they've kind of reverted back to what they were at the 80s, which was kid-friendly type stuff. The guys get fined for bleeding now. And
whoever's tapping on their controller, please mute it.
And they just replaced, Hulk Hogan with John Cena. I mean,
Right.
that's all it is.
But
It's
see,
just
that's
the
what
80s
Roman
all
Reigns
over
is
again.
supposed, that's what Roman Reigns is supposed to be. You know, John Cena is leaving after
Right,
WrestleMania.
he's supposed to be the next John Cena. But just like what they did with Rocky Maivia,
Yeah, everyone hated The Rock. when he
everyone
was
hated
like
him
that.
until he
Yeah.
turned heel. But I don't think Roman Reigns has the personality to be another Rock.
He can be heel. He can be a heel easily. He has that heel persona. You remember he did it with the Shield. You remember when him and Seth
Yeah,
Rollins
but he didn't have
came-
any mic skills when he did it.
But he doesn't need to talk. That's the thing. All Roman Reigns needs to do when he gets on the fucking mic and just say this here. I'm Roman Reigns. I'm just here to beat people asses, and that's all I need to do. He doesn't need to talk for a long time. You know what I'm saying? He just needs to come in there and just beat the fuck out of people.
Yeah, but that's
You know
what that's
he
the
does?
difference.
He needs to
That's the
take a little
difference between-
lesson. He needs to one thing I'll say. With Seth Rollins, he needs to take lessons from The Rock when it comes to mic shit. Because The Rock knows, and that's his cousin. That's his cousin. So he needs to take lessons on the mic on talking shit, on talking some smack to people. He
But
needs
here's the
to.
thing. But no. But see, that's not going to work. You know why? Because Roman Reigns and The Rock are two different people with two different personalities.
I'm not saying that. I didn't say I didn't say do exactly what he did. I said learn a lesson on how to use. See, you don't listen. I said
Nancy. I'm
What?
sorry, late. I was getting a haircut. I just got home. I'm sorry.
Well,
who's this?
What the fuck?
Brian.
Oh, hey, Brian.
welcome
Well,
to the show.
we got last two subject going on. We're just talking about wrestling. Listen, we ain't gonna stick on wrestling.
Yeah, but
really.
what he's talking is basically comparing your classic '80s style heel that was all about, well, I'm just going to bust you up and I'm so mean and bad and blah, and to a Stone Cold Steve Austin.
The reason why Stone Cold,
the reason he was a heel but got over as the biggest guy in the business, even though he was supposed to be the bad guy, was because he had mic skills.
But
Roman Reigns does not.
Or excuse me one second, Seth. I don't mean to cut you off. Whoever's doing hum when my people are talking, shut the fuck up and stop tapping it. If you're gonna play a game while you're on here, stop doing that hum shit and cutting off people that are talking. I want to hear what they have to say, and so do people in the comment section that come and listen. Turn your mic off. Go ahead, Seventh. I apologize.
Well, I pretty much got it out there. It's just, saying Roman Reigns don't have to talk on the mic. All he's got to do is be mean. That's just the stereotypical 80s heel.
But you know what? It's so hard to. I understand that, but it's so hard for Roman Reigns to get over. See, the only reason why Austin got over because he cut the promo. You remember that 316, the Austin 316 promo he cut? That's what set his mark out to be a badass. He was like, Austin was on nobody's side. He was a person who didn't give a fuck about what he did.
He was a lone ranger.
Right. That's why everyone liked Stone Cold Steve Austin. Him and The Rock ruled the attitude era.
Yeah, and yeah, but why don't you take it a little bit farther back than that and look at what Austin was like when they first brought him to the WWE, and he was the ringmaster, and he didn't talk for himself. He had Ted DiBiase as his manager, as his mouthpiece, and all he did was, I'm the big bad guy that's going to come beat you up, and no one gave a fuck about him. But when he got on the microphone and started being himself and started running that Texas mouth, that's when he became popular. And it's the same thing with Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns as a baby face, no one gives a shit because he's being forced down their throat. As a heel, no one's going to give a shit because he's got no mic skills.
Okay, but you also got
to mic skills. You can learn mic skills easy. Just take lessons from the people of the past who went through what you went through. Just listen to them. Be your like Seven. You're not getting what Seven's saying. Seven's saying, be yourself. Talk what's in your heart. Talk what's in your mind. That's what Seven's trying to say, and you're not getting it.
But the thing is, what I'm trying to get you to understand is WWE is scripted now. They can't do that anymore. That's what you guys don't understand. They are scripted so much now that Roman Reigns cannot do that stuff. He actually came out and said the stuff. He was like, I would love to actually say what I want to say, because there's been times they actually came out. And
no, you know why? Because they fine them. Like Triple H and Stephanie ain't got enough fucking money. They want to fine people.
Right.
I get
what you're saying.
Those two idiots need to go.
Right.
Those two idiots need to go.
Triple H is good. He's
Triple H is actually really good.
No, Triple H is.
He looks out for
Triple
the
H ain't
community.
shit.
He's
hires
actually
No, he
he's
don't look
actually
out for
done.
community. No, he don't.
He's
No, he
brought
don't.
a
No,
lot
he
of
don't.
people to NXT.
No, he
He's
don't.
done a
No,
lot of
he
shit
takes
that
dick in the ass. He takes dick in the ass
It's
because his boy died. His boy died.
that's actually fucking up WWE. Mr. McMahon still has to say so. Even Stephanie McMahon said she wanted John Cena to turn heel 7 years ago, and Mr. McMahon said, "Nope, we're not gonna do it. Nope, nope, nope." Stephanie McMahon has said that. I watched those podcasts where different actual wrestling fans that know about this shit said Stephanie McMahon wanted John Cena to turn heel, but Mr. McMahon would not allow it because of the kids. Stephanie and Triple H want Roman Reigns to turn heel so fucking bad they can taste it, but Mr. McMahon does not want it to happen because of the fucking kids.
All right,
And
guys,
the thing
listen, it's enough of WrestleMania, because we're getting all crazy about it. We're talking about other people. We were just supposed to give a little opinion. We're going to move back. We're going to go back to where we're supposed to be, which is gaming, okay?
All right.
So now, here's the next one, okay? And let me get my shit out, and then you guys can talk. Digital versus physical.
That's what she said.
Now, for me, this is a deep topic, and whoever said that needs to shut up. Because I said deep topic, be quiet. I don't agree with digital only on a console because, for me, the gaming market can and will eventually force higher prices and standard higher prices, and you won't have two separate markets, to even everything out. Okay. The reason why digital works for PC, okay, is because PC is an open platform that is based on DRM, okay? And PC community won't go for the inflation. They just don't do it. Also, you have to worry about now the value of your games that you buy and collect. And I know that, and I know that Seventh knows about that shit, okay? When all digital... and Rambo, I think, knows about that shit too, and Porter Rock. Okay, now when all digital is here, you'll be buying a license to play games.
You won't actually own it.
Now you're buying a license for the game. Let me finish. Now on Steam, the prices for games are really good. Okay, even brand new. But I don't think the same thing will apply to consoles when developers becoming more and more greedy. Okay. And all the different versions of games like Deluxe, Gold Edition, and all that shit that are coming out, you can't just have all this digital shit. What are your thoughts on digital versus physical? Who wants to start it?
Digital versus physical. I mean, the market is shifting in such a way, and I mean, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but recently, they shut down 150 GameStop stores, and if you are going to do a digital only distribution, then while doing physical at the same time, then you need to charge less for the digital version, $10 less, because there's no middleman to go around anymore. And
one thing I will say, they're shutting down GameStops because people at GameStops are being assholes. I walked into one time to get an extra controller for somebody else to play because I wanted them to play my original controllers, and they tried to charge me X amount of dollars, right? And the guy was very fucking rude to me. It was for an Xbox controller. He was very fucking rude, okay? Because I guess he was a PlayStation person at that time, which I said I told him I own multiple consoles. I went to Amazon, got it, a brand new one for half the cost.
I'll get back to this subject once I think of another thing to say. Pass it on to somebody else if you would.
Well, as we saw 2 weeks ago, people couldn't access their digital games on Xbox for a whole week. So imagine that only being able to have digital games.
When did this ever happen?
And I also heard
that
it wasn't a whole week.
Aren't running as good as the hard copies. People were complaining to me. I had one of my friends tell me they bought a digital copy of something. They were waiting to get the hard copy. They bought a digital copy and it runs like shit.
It was,
and every time they buy a digital copy, it runs like shit compared to the hard copy.
I don't know. I most of my games are kind of digital. Even on my PlayStation, I never had that problem. I don't know. I think it's just people have bad experiences with everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, only reason why I don't go and buy disc games anymore is because I can't stand GameStop, and I don't, always have time to go to Best Buy and Amazon. I don't feel like waiting on it, so I just say fuck it. I'll just go to digital distribution. I think it's just faster and easier. I can swap my credit card out, swipe it, and go ahead and go.
What if you're a collector?
Also,
I used to be okay, but here's the thing here. I used to be a major collector of games because, like I said, on my PS2, not my 360, but on my PS3 and PS2, my original Xbox, kind of not. I had a lot of disc games, and I sold them all to GameStop when I was a kid. You know how GameStop were fucking people in the ass behind that shit. So I started trying to collect my games again for my collection, and just never really happened. So now this gen, I lean more towards digital distribution. So I'd say, you know what? I don't really care about this games anymore. I don't really care about the whole getting a collector's edition of a statue and all that shit. That's just material shit. I don't really care about that.
Oh,
so,
also,
all right, seventh. What do you think about that?
Well, recently there was a poll. I don't remember who did it, but there was a poll that determined that only 30% of current gamers had any interest in an all-digital future.
pardon me.
But the companies aren't going to care because they're all pushing for it eventually. They just are. And the biggest problem with it really, well, not the biggest, but one of the major problems I have with it is that they're not passing the savings on to the consumer.
Pardon me. If Seventh, when you're done, if you don't mind, I want to buy in again. Go on.
Good God.
I'm sorry. I just
Are you
remember
done?
something.
Are you done?
Why would you interrupt?
Are you done? Are you fucking done? Are you done? Yes. Are you done?
No, I'm waiting on you to finish. I said I was waiting on you to finish.
Come on. Wait till I'm finished, for fuck's sake.
Why would you even do that?
I said pardon me like twice.
Why would you even? You don't even need to say that. Just wait till he's done.
Just wait till he's done.
I don't need to know that you're going to wait till I'm done. Just wait till I'm fucking done. For fuck's sake.
Now you're pissed off, Seven, dude. Like,
God damn.
Well, he keeps on interrupting everybody.
Yeah.
God. Where the fuck even was I now? I'm old. You can't interrupt me. I forget what the fuck I'm saying.
Yeah.
Something about savings on the consumer.
Oh, yeah. They're not passing the savings on to the consumer. Thank you, sir. They're not passing the savings on to the consumer because they're saving money on on the packaging. They're saving the money on printing the discs. They're saving the money on the shipping. Where but they're not. But when you go on to Xbox Live, you go on to PlayStation Network, brand new game comes out that week, $60. $60. And with a lot of them, like, for example, I don't know, For Honor, if your internet goes out, you can't even play the fucking single player. So no, I'm not a fan of digital distribution. I will never be a fan of digital distribution. I have resigned myself to the fact that in the future, that's the only way I'm going to be able to play new games, but it doesn't mean that I have to fucking like it. Just like with movies, 9 times out of 10, I just buy it digitally because it's easier for me than having to drive to pick it up or waiting for Amazon to get it shipped out here. I might buy a new Blu-ray once every 6 months, and the rest of the time I either just rent it for $5 because it's not good enough for me to want to watch it again, or I buy it digitally. I don't want gaming to be that way because I'm a collector and I love collecting. But that's just what it doesn't matter that the majority of gamers don't want it. They're going to get it anyway. And the companies are going to do their damnedest to try to convince them of how great it is because they're going to dangle little carrots in their face with little extra features and shit that the majority sounds good, but the majority of them won't use after a month. Connect. And so that's how things are going right now. It shouldn't be that way. But that's the way it's going because they want more control over it. They want to eliminate piracy. And it's all heading, like I've been saying for going on 8 years now, it's all heading towards that whole eventual, Netflix streaming type thing where eventually you're not even going to be downloading the shit locally to your hard drive to play it. It's all going to be streamed. Once they get the bandwidth up there and they get the IPs dropped enough to where it can be handled without any lag, physical is gone. It's bye-bye.
Let me ask you this.
It's not going to be super rapid soon. But you know, they're laying the groundwork for it now. They've been laying the groundwork for it for a while.
I say before we ask a new question, I'm gonna give my opinion. I kind of disagree with Seventh. I don't think physical is gonna go away, only because the music industry hasn't been able to do that. 2016, 47% of album sales were CDs.
But I mean, the music
Nah,
and the games industry, they're like two completely different industries.
No. Think about this. If anything, if anyone has the ability to get rid of physical, it's the music industries. Because music, who the fuck even owns a CD player? Yet somebody does. If they bought 47% of the market. Number two, these are tiny
countries that are behind us.
And then also, we already have the network infrastructure to download a music album. All you need is 3G on a phone, and you can download an album.
Right.
So if anyone's prime position, hell, our phones can play music. Yep. We have more phones than consoles. So if any industry could get rid of physical music, it's the music industry. Because everyone has a phone. Even an Obama phone can download a music album.
The thing is, Puerto Rico, though, on that is that if you look at the music industry now, it's basically what's going to end up happening. I kind of agree with you. We're not going to walk into, like, say, Walmart or Best Buy and see the large selection we see now. It's going to dwindle down because even the CD section at Walmart has gone from like 6 rows to basically one little section.
Yeah.
What the fuck was
that?
The point
what was that, guys?
What was that noise?
Well, I'm trying to say
I'm gonna find out who's doing this shit, and somebody's gonna get that ass whooped.
That scared the fuck out of me.
And you're fucking with the goddamn people in the chat. They don't want to hear this shit. Knock it off. I ain't telling you again.
This is ridiculous. But think about it. The music industry over the last 5 years already has.
I don't know who's laughing, but it ain't fucking funny. It ain't funny. Have I ever come to your podcast and fuck with you and your channel?
There it is.
That should be funny to me. Smart ass. Somebody not coming back. They may be
quit dragging furniture and sit down, for fuck's sake.
All right. But think about this. The music industry right now, hell, over the last 5 years, already has the equipment in place, aka phones. Pretty much everybody has a smartphone that can play music. And I'm not just talking about iPhones and Samsungs. Even the little bullshit free phones you get can download albums and music.
Oh, yeah.
All right? They already have the network infrastructure. All you need is 3G. Hell, you could go to McDonald's free Wi-Fi and download an album. So the infrastructure is there. The equipment is there. The accessibility is there. All right? Hell, you can even pirate it directly from YouTube. You don't even need to buy this shit. You could just steal it. Yet, 47% of album sales was a fucking CD. So if you can't get rid of a CD with the perfect, most accessible infrastructure, you ain't gonna get rid of a game, especially when these games are gonna start pushing 100 gigs, 150 gigs.
But you know what, Puerto Rico? But you know what, Puerto Rico? Oh, sorry.
Yeah. One last thing, and soon we're gonna enter in 4K. So don't be surprised. Who the fuck wants to download a 200 gig game?
Okay, wait a minute. When it comes to the 4K, it would now if they do it like the way they do now, they put the whole damn game on the disc, then yes. But if they do it like they do a PC, like if the Scorpio launched and you could go into the settings of the game and then adjust the resolution, adjust the graphics settings, then the games would basically be like a 30 gig game.
I don't think you're gonna get those adjust graphic stuff.
No, it would be nice if that. I mean, that's where if they're gonna go to a full 4K area, they're gonna have to do that because these Blu-ray discs can't handle 100 gig game.
No, they have Blu-ray discs that could go up to 200 gigs. They've been had that.
Hey guys,
it's just not necessary at this point in time.
Yeah, maybe the 4K disc or whatever.
Yeah, the problem with that though is that they're having to keep a product available for the lowest common denominator, which isn't the same thing as say a PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5. You know, a person can still walk into a Walmart and buy a CD player while they're standing in line from the little impulse purchases for $15.
They still sell CD players.
Right.
Hey, guys.
But you know what? You can't buy at a Walmart. You can't walk into a Walmart and buy an 8-track player. You can't walk into a Walmart and buy a record player because they don't fucking exist anymore. So you can, if that would only be sensible in games, if you could walk in 10 years from now and buy a third-party PlayStation 4 clone for $14, it'll still play CDs. Because they're catering towards people that aren't buying into the new tech. You know, they're buying the old cheap stuff. And so and once that market dries out, like it's dried out with other stuff in the past, then all they're going to be able to play stuff on is what's the newest thing out.
Hey guys, about the physical versus digital thing, I was gonna say digital is like it has more frequent sales and like it's a bit more convenient. Just
Digital?
yeah.
Digital does not have more frequent sales on console.
I don't think that's
Get him, Quarter Rock. Get him.
Yes.
Digital sales has way less than
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Keep an eye on PSN weekly.
I constantly,
see
bro.
it.
You see my Twitters? I put pictures. I tried to get Street Fighter. When Amazon has Street Fighter on sale for $30, I switched it to digital download code. That shit went up to 60. I had a fit bitch on fucking Twitter over that shit.
Okay,
like, why the fuck is it double the price? Here's the problem with console. I'm gonna tell you the problem with console. Here's the thing.
Well, you're talking about Street Fighter. Okay, look, if you go on PSN right now, there's a Resident Evil franchise sale. They just had a flash sale last week. They're having sales.
So that's one game. That's one game.
I'm on my Xbox One right now. They do shit every fucking week.
Let me put it this way. I don't buy digital for one reason. Because I get games for $47 day one. I bought Horizon Zero Dawn for $47. How much did you pay?
I didn't get Horizon.
Okay, what game you gonna buy next on PlayStation or Xbox?
You didn't get Horizon. Of course not.
No, but name a game. Name a game right now.
Look, I'm probably gonna with my next paycheck, I'm probably gonna pre-order Bulletstorm or the Wipeout Omega collection.
Okay, so I don't know. Fucking those are things. Let's say if we were gonna buy
Wipeout is futuristic racing series.
All right, are you gonna buy Red Dead Redemption?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, you're gonna buy it digital?
Yes, I am. Yes, I'm gonna buy it digitally. I'm gonna buy all my shit digitally from now on because it's more convenient.
I'm just saying it's cool, but you're paying $60. I'm gonna pay $47.
Okay. Well then.
So you can't say it's cheaper digital. I'm proving to you right now.
Okay. Well then that's good for you.
Get him, Porter Rock.
If you want to wait, you can wait for a sale. Wait for a sale. Your shit goes for sale.
Why does he have to wait, you dumbass? Why does he have to wait?
Everyone.
No, hold on. Here's the funny thing. I get the game the same day you play it. But
that's because you're Amazon.
Hold up. My point is,
shut up. It's because of your stupid Amazon Prime benefits.
Listen, my point is, I'm not trying to convince you to say, to go physical. If you prefer digital, that's cool. What I'm trying to say is, do not say digital is cheaper. Because that is not true.
Well, look, if you look at the sales and you look at how frequent they are.
Keep getting mad. Keep getting him mad. Get him mad. Eventually, he'll get so high pitched we won't even hear him anymore.
Emery, no, I want to say something here. Emery, get this, okay? You just said a Resident Evil collection. Dude. What do we gotta wait? What do we gotta wait for? Fucking 5 years?
Okay. Well, look.
I'm sorry, but I like to play the games when they come out. Wait. If I want the new Call of Duty,
Some people like you.
First of all, don't yell at people on my podcast. Let them talk.
Whenever the new
Call of Duty, everybody else talking over me.
When Call of Duty World War II comes out.
No, they're not. You keep interrupting them.
When Call of Duty World War II comes out, why do I need to wait for a year or maybe a year and a half for a sale to happen? And then by the time I get to play it, ain't nobody playing it because they're on to the next Call of Duty.
Exactly.
Playing it like.
I'm gonna tell you, hey,
dude, you're being completely illogical with this.
No, I'm not, because you know what? I own 374 digital games and 432 physical games. So don't tell me I'm not being illogical, because I know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about.
Right now, I'm on Amazon right now. I could get MLB The Show 17 right now for $47. I click digital code, it bumps up to 60. So how is digital cheaper?
Okay. Listen to me. Go on the PSN. They have the bundle for Resident Evil 4, 5, and 6 for
you're
for
stuttering.
That's a
$15.
fucking GameCube game, you dumbass.
I mean, I get.
GameCube game.
What you're saying goes
Of
back
course
to what
it's
Seven
free.
Devil was saying.
I'm talking about a brand new
Jesus
game.
Christ.
I'm a person. I stutter. What you want me to do?
Oh, no, hold on.
Young, stop talking.
Emily, I'm just
Hold on,
here.
can I?
Hold
Hey, put her up.
I'm mentioning a brand new game right now. He's bringing up Resident Evil 4.
Right.
Like,
Put
It's
her
a
up.
bundle.
Put her up.
Sure, if
Can
you
I
want
say
to buy
something?
games from 5 years ago, okay, digital's cheaper from games from 5 years ago. Congratulations.
Well, look, I'm sorry, but some of us have something called a backlog, if you haven't heard of it.
Okay, Porter, can I say something?
What does a backlog have to do with the game that's 5 years old that you haven't bought yet?
Because some of us have a life and some of us can't get around to every new game.
What does
Have you
that
ever
have to
thought
do
that?
with anything?
Yeah, just call that number.
Because you're talking about a brand new game that just came out.
First of all, you need to shut the fuck up, everybody, because it ain't Resident Evil 4. It ain't Resident Evil 4 that's even on sale. It's Resident Evil Resolution 2 that is on sale with a bundle package. And you said Resident Evil 4. So
Look,
shut up. You don't know what you're talking about.
I said 4, 5, and 6.
Calm down, everybody. Calm down.
No, listen. His point is.
I don't have to calm down.
No, his point is.
I just want everybody to be,
His point is.
Obviously didn't hear me. I said 4, 5, and 6 in the bundle.
Here's the thing. His point is digital's cheaper. So what better example than to use new games you're gonna buy? Every new game that comes out.
Bundle. You never said bundle. Let's take a vote. Wait a minute now. No, guys, let's take a vote. Did he say bundle?
I said 4, 5, and 6. 4, 5, and 6.
Hey.
Dumbass piece of shit.
Hey, Emery, can I say something? Because I just want to clear everybody because I've been trying to say something.
In a minute, you keep your fucking mouth.
Hold on,
You don't
Emery,
do this, don't do it to me.
Emery, you there, man? Can you hear me, man? Emery.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Now I'm gonna tell you something. I buy digital games only because I only get them because I have a family and I don't always have time to go to GameStop or Amazon to get them online. Now, Amazon is the smartest way to get games because it is cheaper on Amazon. And if you go to Best Buy and be one of those Best Buy club members, you get games for $40 brand new. My friend does it all the fucking time. Okay. So that is the best way to do it.
Okay, well,
but hold on. The only reason why I buy it because personal reasons. I don't go off and fucking say digital is better because it's cheaper because it's fucking not. It's really not. They have Call of Duty Advanced Warfare that came out back in 2014 that is still $60 fucking.
Okay, you know what? Okay, you know what? You are right. I will give you props there. Okay, congratulations.
Okay, Emery, wait. I just want to touch on something.
But I wasn't done.
Everybody proved me wrong.
Wow, you piece of shit.
Here, I'll put a fucking nail in this right now. I got a perfect example for you. A week or two ago, somebody at my podcast donated $50 so that my son could play Breath of the Wild on the Wii U. I go to Amazon. I have Amazon Prime, so I get a discount. So, of course, because you're an Amazon Prime member, it showed the physical edition was cheaper, so it was $50. That's why the person sent me $50. Problem being is they were sold out of the physical edition, so I switch it to digital edition, $59.
Yeah, it went up.
Okay,
It goes up.
Emery.
That's the point. You cannot get new games cheaper digitally for the consoles than you can go and buy it physical, especially if you have Amazon Prime. Hell, you cannot even get it cheaper new if you wait a week and go to a store and get $5 off buying it used than buying it new digitally, because new digitally it'll still be $60. The big discounts with digital is with old shit.
Now here's the thing.
Wait. I want to even put even a further nail in this coffin because he said Resident Evil 4, 5, and 6. You can get all three of them for $15. Sorry,
yes.
But I'm looking at the Resident Evil sale right now on PlayStation Network because I'm actually on it right now, and we have Resident Evil Zero bundle that is $19.99. It only comes with Resident Evil 0 and a bunch of other costumes and shit. But the Resident Evil Super Bundle, which is actually 4, 5, and 6, is $51.99. Regular price is $129.99. But mind you, I can get all 3 of those games for $47.97.
Where does it say $51.99?
At the very bottom, it says Resident Evil Super Bundle, $51.99.
Okay, look.
And you know what? On an Xbox store, it is almost the exact same thing.
Okay,
So,
look. Okay, look. I'm going on my PlayStation app on my phone right now. Hold on.
Yeah. I'm just saying, Emery. Like I understand where you're coming from.
You got a computer. You got to use your phone.
Listen, on PC, digital is cheaper, but that's because PC has multiple outlets to buy digital games. On console, it's only Sony, and on Xbox, Microsoft. They control the prices.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, you really can't compare Nintendo because they rarely do sales, to be honest.
What I'm saying is, on consoles, there's only one vendor. That's it. On PC, you have multiple vendors to buy games digitally. That's why they have to compete with each other because PC's open platform. But on a PlayStation, Xbox, there's only one seller. There's only one store.
Okay, let me ask you something. Who all here has Steam? And where's the first place you go? Steam or Humble Bundle? Okay, like
I go to
What the
G2.
fuck is a Humble Bundle? And I don't go to Steam either. So there you go.
A lot of people go Steam, but Steam knows there's a market where you could get digital games.
G2A and G2A.
So they're very competitive. Steam, if Steam was the only way to buy games on PC, believe me, you will not be getting Humble Bundle because you will have no choice to buy a game. It's either Steam or you get nothing.
Yes, that's the reason why PC is so much cheaper.
Hell, you got Origin, you got everything. They have competition, but on consoles there is no competition. Exactly. You want to buy a game digitally on console, you're going through either the PSN or you're going to go through Xbox. That's it. There is no Steam on console. There is no Origin. There's no CD carriers.
Okay, look, I'm just gonna drop my appeal, okay? Because obviously this is a battle I'm not winning.
No, listen, Emery, the battle's not whether digital is better.
Because you're losing.
It's not that digital, you're not winning. It's that you're not listening to the facts that we're bringing to you.
I'm not telling you need to prefer physical digital. If you prefer digital, that's cool.
Yeah,
I'm just countering your one statement that you said digital's cheaper. That is not correct.
Okay, look, guys, I'll be honest with you, okay? As much as I like digital on PS4, it mostly depends on the platform. Like you know, whether I go physical or digital, like, you know, you know, okay, so let's just clear that up.
I mean, you can buy Final Fantasy 15 for like not even $35 on Amazon, but it's still $60 digitally, no matter where the fuck you go. Right. I bought Final Fantasy 15 digitally, but like I said, Emery, I'm not trying to, you know, argue with you or anything, but everybody else is just trying to get you to understand, man. That's all they're trying to do.
Yeah, nobody.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell it. Let me say it. I'm just trying to tell it to them in a better way. That, you know, man, I understand you get digital. I get digital for my own personal reason. Right. If anything, I'd rather get physical. But the only reason why I can't get physical is because I don't have time to go to GameStop, which who the fuck goes to GameStop anyways? I'm lazy. I don't have time I don't want to just go on Amazon, buy one click, get the game and wait 2 days to get it. Yes, I want to save more money, but I'm impatient. I want to play the game now. I want to play it now.
And I'm also going to be honest with you. I get digital because I can't stand GameStop and their shady business practices.
But there's other places you can buy things besides GameStop. You can go to Best Buy.
Best Buy.
I know. But
Best Buy for the win.
Wait, guys, I got a question for you guys.
Locally owned game.
Hey, you guys know that 2 days ain't shit.
Yes, I understand that. Yeah.
So there you go. Good, and you know what? Y'all got backlogs. No, y'all got backlogs. Play your backlogs, and 2 days will pass in no fucking time. Patience is a virtue, motherfuckers.
Look, I wasn't trying to start anything. I was just saying an example that, like, you know, first thing you think of, like, you know, when you think of games is GameStop, and like, you know, like I said, I don't really support their business practices, and, you know,
I don't think anyone really does.
And to me, like, you know, it doesn't matter, like, you know, how you get it, because, like, you know, a game is a game, period. You know, really, that's the end of the story.
Right. I mean, like I said, man, like I understand why you get it, but they were trying to get you to understand that there is no way in the hell of life digital is cheaper than physical copy because
Personally, I'm a bit of a lazy shit too. That's also part of it. But yeah, like you were saying.
yeah, like Battlefield 1 on the Xbox store is still $59.99. But if you go on Amazon, it's going to be cheaper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because it's digital.
I know what you mean.
Yeah,
But
so
just like Titanfall said, patience is a virtue. And if you have patience to wait for a sale, my God, it's so worth it.
Man, are you?
No,
Okay,
no,
wait.
wait,
She didn't say that.
I got to say, I did not say wait for a sale. You said you don't want to wait 2 days for Amazon.
Yeah.
I didn't say nothing about no goddamn sale. So
I'm
don't
not saying-
my, nah,
I'm not
hush,
saying you said that.
I'm talking. You said, I said hush. You don't like it? Leave. You said I said for sale. No, I did not. I said Amazon because you brought up Amazon. I don't want to wait 2 days for Amazon to ship it to me. That's what you said.
All I said, you said
you don't
was...
let me talk. I'm on a podcast. You know what? You ain't welcome back no more. Because Emery, you're nothing but a disrespectful, dick-sucking motherfucker. All right? You ain't welcome back. You guys. Because I'm done with this shit. I'm done. Ruin my motherfucking podcast. I rule this shit. I am the princess. This is my motherfucking podcast. Not yours. It's mine. Now, last subject. Yeah.
No, I was laughing because I was thinking that like every week it seems like there's always somebody that's eventful in here lately.
right.
Yeah, they're being assholes.
Yeah,
They're trying to take me down. They've been trying to do it for a year and a half. YouTube, and they've been trying to do it since I started my podcast. It ain't going to happen. I'm stronger than these motherfuckers thinks I am. I will go back at you. I will win.
Right.
I've won debates. I will win. You ain't going to come on my podcast, disrespect me and the members of this podcast. Keep cutting them off and doing all this crazy shit. Making noise when people are talking, not muting your mics, like they did try to do the 7th level.
Oh, that yeah.
Again, here we go again. I'm talking and somebody going not mute their mic and they got a train going past their fucking house. We live on a fucking train track? Come on. Stop that shit. You cut off 7th level. You cut off fucking Rambo. You cut off fucking come on. Stop. And you cut off me. Don't do that.
And started screaming like a straight bitch when he didn't get his way.
We are top motherfucking gamers here. You are not going to take us down because we will woo your asses. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, yeah.
That's the bottom line. But anyway, let's move on to the last subject of the night.
Guy got so high pitched it sounded like he was getting hit in the balls with a ball peen hammer.
and he also had that nose pin on.
But you know what?
Off your fucking nose.
You know what? Titanfall Princess. I'm just gonna say this.
You call me Nancy. It's all right.
Okay, Nancy, I'm just going to say this here. I was trying to get him to understand I buy digital because of my reasons. And I was trying to get him to understand no matter what the fuck you do, digital is always going to be more expensive. Porter Rock explained it to him. Rambo explained it to him. 7.
No, I know that, but he don't want to hear. He said that I said wait for sale, and that's not what I said.
Yeah, that was a lie.
My
that's what I even said. Like, dude, she did not say that. She said, you know, so and so. She said nothing about sales. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
The only thing I said about sales when he was talking about that Resident Evil, he was wrong about even what the Resident Evil sale was.
Dude, the Resident Evil sale, it's expensive on the Xbox store. So I mean, I'm sure it's expensive on the PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? So
PlayStation does have one for $11.99. Okay, it's the Resident Evil 2 Revelations.
But those are games that came out like 3 or 4 years ago. No one gives a fuck about
all
that.
the downloadable content. But that's what I was trying to tell him. That's what it was about. And
the problem was he made a generalization. He made a generalization, which was digital is cheaper, which it's not. And he doesn't. He didn't like to be proven that he was wrong, and he pitched a bitch fit over it.
Right. Resident Evil 7. Dude, Resident Evil 7 is still $60 on the Xbox store, and I have it. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
He also lied and said that digital is selling more than physical now.
Right, that's not true.
Right. And also tried to make off like I was making fun of his stutter when I wasn't. I was making fun of the fact that he was starting to sound like a Smurf.
Right. You could buy Resident Evil 7 on Amazon for $40. It's still $60 on.
No, I think the last report there was actually that guy that does the analytics on Twitter. I forgot what his name is. Daniel Wynn or whatever. NG something whatever. I can't think of his name. But he said that like one of the last games that came out had like a 40-some% attach rate as far as digital goes. Which was actually like really high. He said it was really unexpectedly high for that game for a game on console. So I mean, even then on that one game, I forgot what game it was. It was one that released here recently. But he said even at that point, 40-some%. I mean, he still isn't even half.
Now I wouldn't be surprised if the game so happened to be Neo only because physicals went out of stock. So I could see a lot of people. It might
have been Neo. I remember it was one of the PlayStation releases that was real. It was like recently. So it might have been Neo.
Yeah, I know some people that went to get the game physical, but it wasn't available, so they just had to settle. So it was more of they had no choice.
Yeah, I had that almost. I almost had that problem. I only had one copy left.
Yeah, they had to.
They had to settle. You know, it wasn't like they wanted the game; they had to settle. But let's move on to the last topic. Okay.
Well, if you don't mind, I got one more thing to say. Just one more.
No, go ahead.
Real quick.
Go ahead.
If you get so angry in a debate that you sound like you're sucking helium out of a used condom, you've already lost. Just sit down and shut up. Period.
Oh my god! I didn't. You know what? He probably felt like you guys. He probably felt like you guys were bullying him too. So I was trying to get everybody to calm down. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you something. You got to realize something. He was on my podcast before, and he acted assed up then. I said I give people second chances. I gave him a second chance, and every time I said I talked to somebody, like I said, I talked to Tim Dog. When I said talk to him, yeah, right, this Rambo heard it because he mentioned it to him. I think a couple of the other guys mentioned it to him. We heard you do that. You're saying no, you didn't. You're like, yeah, right, whatever. No, you didn't. I can prove it. I can prove it.
Yeah, piece of shit, man.
Yeah, done because I told him I'll give you a second opportunity. I always see. I'm a God-loving person. Okay, so I will give you a second chance. Because I believe in God and second chances. But when you mess that up, you're done. And you tried to mess up my podcast. Now, you notice there ain't no bullshit going on right now. He gone. He tried to fuck up my podcast and the people in the chat. Now, the people in the chat love when we all shut him down. I'm going to tell you that. When you guys were talking, the people in the chat loved it when you guys shut his ass down. They didn't want to hear from him. They were tired of hearing from him. So they loved all y'all. I'm going to tell you that right now.
That's all right. He'll get over it. He'll go cry over his keyboard while he's drawing hentai and MS Paint on Tumblr.
Well, his keyboard, he was on his cell phone.
DeviantArt.
Hey, well, I have an anime.
DeviantArt.
Hey, right, my fucking shit. I created this anime thing.
We're going to move on to Call of Duty because
I
mentioned 2 weeks ago that the new Call of Duty will be boots on the ground. You remember that, Rambo?
Finally, yes.
Okay. And there's something that's something I'm actually looking forward to, okay? And the new Call of Duty is supposed to be a World War II game.
Oh my god.
Personally, yeah. But personally, we could have had a modern Call of Duty.
No, I don't
know.
Like this.
No.
No, the reason why I would say no to modern is because when you get to modern, it's a very it's a fine line between that futuristic shit and the modern shit. So
because our technology is really powerful.
What I'm saying is they could still do it.
Yeah, well, they could. Yeah, I think they could, but I think that's whenever the line blurs between because we have some technology out there that we as civilians don't know about, but you know the people.
I know there's no. So, I know there's something. Yeah. Don't trust me. I know there's stuff. Some of that stuff is out there.
Yeah,
but you still could have done something modern. Is all I'm saying. I think it would have sold very well. Okay.
I think the reason why they're focusing so much on. All right, sorry.
There are a lot of fake trailers for this game on YouTube. I don't know if y'all saw them. I did.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think the new Call of Duty will be a World War II game? And is it going to be boots to the ground? And are you hyped for it?
Okay.
Well, take it right now.
Okay, well, I think I'll just go ahead and start first since I'm a person who plays COD all the time, and you guys know this. I don't know if it's really going to be boots on the ground. I really hope it does because I'm tired of doing this bunny hopping shit I'm doing on Infinite Warfare. I'm
thank you. You finally said something I loved. You finally said something that I.
No, oh my God!
Thank you.
Like I never say anything good.
No, you do, but that for COD, no, because I know you're a COD person. For you to say that for COD.
Oh yeah, I've been saying it for a while. You can ask my girlfriend. I've been saying this shit like all the fucking time. But
no, continue.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
But that bunny hopping shit has to go. And I was very hyped for Infinite Warfare because of the COD 4 remaster bundle. And everyone fucking hates COD 4. They fucked up the game. Everyone fucking camps on it. It's not fun. It's bullshit. So, like I'm saying, I really hope they go back boots on the ground, make it more like make it more boots on the ground, and don't make it slow like Modern Warfare 3 was. Make it like fast paced a little bit like Black Ops 2 was. Just make it old school. Like I said, Vietnam, it's fine since they already did Cold War. Go at Vietnam. That's all they have to do. It's not a big issue. But they're gonna do supply drops, so everyone got to get ready for that shit because they're gonna hide behind paywalls behind that fucking game too. But as far as them going back to World War II, I wouldn't mind it because it's not that futuristic shit anymore. Any fucking thing is better than year 2029 or whatever the fuck it will be. But
yeah, but why can't they do? But can I ask you one question? Because you're a COD fan. Why can't they do even 2000 or 1985 or 2010 or something and do something more? I no, don't get me wrong. I know they got that robotic some of that shit out there. Don't get me wrong. But couldn't you just entertain us? It's a game. It's not like it's real life.
I can tell you why.
You just
because
entertain us.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you the reason, and then Rambo can give you his 2 cents because I know he was about to say something.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, they catering to children. Back in the days when I used to play COD, it was Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 2 was one of the best CODs behind World at War and all that shit. So it's catering more to children. Everything now in this day and age, everyone likes futuristic shit. Everyone likes that. Call of Duty was one of the most popular, first-person shooter games of all time. I remember when Modern Warfare 2 came out, they had over 1 million people online at one time on 360 when I had it. Okay, Call of Duty has never hit 1 million since Modern Warfare 3, ever. Not even Black Ops 2 ever had 1 million. It had about 700,000, very close, but it did not have 1 million. Okay, they're catering to little kids because a lot of little kids like this little bunny hopping futuristic shit, and maybe the little kids won't be interested in this old school stuff like Cold War or shit like that. Battlefield 1 sold very well, but every time I play Battlefield 1, it's mostly with adults. I don't hear little kids on the mic saying, "Oh yeah, I got inside the behemoth. Oh yeah, I'm inside the behemoth." I don't hear shit like that. So it's more of they're reaching out to little kids because little kids like this shit. They like the little robots and all that shit. And more of the adults like me or other fans, we like old school stuff. We like realistic stuff, not this fantasy shit. If I want to play some fantasy games, I'll go play Skyrim. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to like shooting games, I want you to be accurate as possible, historical as possible, and I want to know the guns that I'm using. In Infinite Warfare, these fucking guns are not even real. They introduced a new weapon in Infinite Warfare called the Exion or whatever. That's not even a real fucking weapon. Like, those guns are not even real. They need to go back to realistic shit, a realistic time period, and that's how they're going to get more fans to, to say, you know what, we're going to come back to this shit because they left this bunny hopping shit. They're not catering to little fucking kids anymore. They're not listening to little Billy, little Billy. They actually listen to a grown-ass man for a change. So that's how I look at it. It's built for little kids, but they're trying to go back to the roots of COD where it was either modern or it was old school. So that's how I look at it.
All right, now let me say this real quick. In my point of view, the reason that you're not going to see, Nancy, a modern first-person shooter, and especially not from Call of Duty, and let me digress by saying every time one of you guys refers to it as COD, the first thing that I think of is James Pond. That's how old I am. If anyone remembers, no, I'm talking about James Pond, as in RoboCod.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
But,
I'm not that old.
But the real reason is because when you're looking at 1985 to now, most of the wars, skirmishes, battles, or whatnot have taken place in primarily Middle Eastern countries. Now, if any of these companies came out with a game where you were primarily shooting Middle Eastern Muslims, you would see a major backlash. And the proof of that is in the fact that a few years ago, Konami was going to be publishing a first-person shooter whose name I can't remember now, that took place. You were basically fighting the Taliban. And there was so much negative backlash about it that they canceled the game. And it was practically, from what I understood, ready to go, and they just shit-canned the whole thing rather than have to deal with all the negative backlash of Islamophobia and what have you. And, I mean, if you're going to bring out a modern fighting game, a modern shooter, that's where most of the skirmishes are right now, is over in the Middle East and whatnot. So that's something that you would have to deal with, and I don't think Activision wants to go there.
And the thing is, can I say something?
Go ahead.
And if they release a futuristic COD, they would be competing themselves because they have Destiny coming out.
And then they have Titanfall, and then
they're getting out numbers at.
So they have two futuristic games.
So between those two things, the only place they really could have gone was either risk being called a rip-off of Battlefield and going to World War I, or going back to their comfort zone with World War II.
Okay, yeah. I want to say something. I guess a couple of things on the subject here. But first of all, the people in the chat, I don't know. What did you say? Did you say that they haven't had 1 million sales?
Wait, what?
When you said they haven't had 1 million since like COD 4 or whatever it was, or whatever?
No, I said that Call of Duty has not hit 1 million players online.
Okay. Now that's what I thought. Was hoping you say, but the people in the chat are saying that like the Infinite Warfare, I barely even sold 1 million on consoles.
I never said that at all. I don't know what people are saying in the chat.
I don't know why. I don't know why you're saying that, because it's like that's actually got around 10 million.
No, he's talking about people in chat, not you.
Yeah,
he's talking about people.
He was talking about number of active players, not copies.
Okay, yeah. That's what I was. It was confusing when I heard him say that. I saw the chat go, and I was like, going, what the hell? Like, it doesn't even make sense. But anyway, okay. As far as COD, I would love to go to COD. I can't wait for the boots on the ground. World War II, I'm excited about. It's like one of my favorite wars. As far as I think they'll do it? Yeah, they'll do it. They listen to their fan base. I think the only reason that's going to be ruined is because of the supply drops, because they can't go without the microtransactions. That's what keeps these games alive for so long, or keeps them making a ton of money for so long. So I think that's what's going to end up ruining the game, as far as like what's going to make everybody kind of start hating it, is just the amount of supply drops that they do. The reason why I'm really going to go with 7th on this one. The reason why they can't do a modern war is because anything right now, even if you speak out just in general, in regards to anything that happens in the Middle East, you automatically are labeled with Islamophobe with the society the way it is. And these companies are very, they've got to look at, because like one little hint of Islamophobia within their company, it could kill their company. So there's no way that they would try to do an actual up-to-date war, because the only wars anybody's been in since probably 85 is been with Middle Eastern countries. So while that would be great, it would actually be fun to actually play, because you get to play like say Desert Storm.
Yep, I'm not saying make it that modern. I'm not saying making it like current war.
Oh, okay. You're okay. But you're saying you're basically like saying make a fictional war, but use modern guns.
Make more modern. Yeah, exactly.
I think they did that with Modern Warfare, but they did that with Modern Warfare 1, 2, and 3. Those were like fictional wars that happened in modern times. So they already did that. If they did that shit again, it would technically be like a Modern Warfare 4. So that's not what they're going to do. They don't want to make a Modern Warfare 4 for reasons no one knows why.
Like you guys said, I can't stand that bunny hop shit.
Yeah, I think that you're going to stick. I think that right now we're going to be sticking with more of the older wars right now, and I think the reason why they want to stick the World War II on it is because it is like one of the most famous wars.
Right. I thought Vietnam was.
Well, Vietnam and World War II. I mean, those are like.
Yeah, they're both.
I mean, those are. I think both of those are about the same right there. They're the most famous war, so I mean, more people are going to be drawn to that.
Mm-hmm.
Versus like say if you did like say the Korean War. I mean, you might get a few people interested like. you would have less interest in the Korean War than you would say like the World War II. So I think you're going to be seeing a lot more of these older wars.
Nazis
you're
are just
right.
better villains anyway, as opposed
Oh yeah,
to
Nazis definitely
just,
make
you know, guys in black pajamas running through the tree.
This is true.
You got a funny way of putting things, Seventh. You know, you just bring life to everything.
I is what I is.
Does anybody else have anything to add to that? Because we're working on over 2 hours, guys.
Yeah, I agree with everyone in this about the whole modern thing. That's the reason why they won't do it. Plus, they had some issues with Modern Warfare 2 back in the day when you were with this one campaign in Modern Warfare 2, and you shot everyone in that terminal in that airplane. And a lot of people made some shit about that because there was a lot of shit that was going on right there.
Oh, the no Russians thing. Yeah.
Yeah, they're no Russians, so they're not going to do that again. So, like I said, if they do that, something similar to that, it's going to be very fictional, and they're going to try to make it not PG, but they're not going to make it to where they can't offend anyone. They're going to try hard as fuck not to offend anyone. That's why a lot of these new Call of Duty games, when they play their fucking campaign, they're made up fucking teams and shit that don't exist. You know what I'm saying? Because so they can't offend anyone. It just, I'm not trying to be racist or anything. They're just African Americans or white people shooting each other. There's no Koreans, there's no Japanese people, there's no fucking Arabians or nothing like that. It's just white and black people and these random ass fucking random ass fucking whatever, shooting each other. So no one can get offended by nothing.
Look at Ghost Recon Wildlands. I mean, they set the setting up in Bolivia, and Bolivia sued them.
That's
like
crazy.
The actual fucking country of Bolivia sued them.
They'd have to make up some fake country like Hubastankistan or something.
Yeah. That actually might be a country there if you want to be the truth about it.
Nowadays, who knows?
You guys are nuts. All right, listen, we're going to end it for now because we're over 2.5 hours. I thank everybody for coming. The outros, okay? With let's see, I don't care. Somebody go first.
Well, guys, if you want to follow me, I'm Rambo on Rambo's Corner, Twitter and YouTube, both ways. And I should be getting a video out this weekend, so just be looking for that on my channel if you do want to follow me there.
Okay. Here we go.
This is your boy Rock77. Follow me on my channel. Hit me up on Twitter. I'll be back next month with the 60 Frames No Like podcast, but been pretty busy. Not too busy to be on TheTitanFall's craziest podcast I have ever been in my entire career.
Shit.
By far the craziest shit. But anyway, it's great to be here. It was awesome. And of course, it was awesome seeing 7th level Grace with his presence.
Why, thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
We're gonna do Young Cease next.
I don't think he's
Young. You still here?
I don't think I dropped out.
I think Young dropped out.
He dropped out. All right, Demetrius, go ahead.
Alrighty, Lords of Eclipse, everyone signing out. A lot of people in the chat that still play Call of Duty. I do a lot of breakdowns on my channel of COD, and I do a lot of tricks and tip videos of it. So anybody that actually plays Infinite Warfare, you can go on my channel. You can see a lot of shit I do on there. I hit a couple of nukes and shit on Infinite Warfare. I can show you some tricks and tips how to do shit like that. And a lot of my friends on my friends list play it as well. So like I said, if you need some help, I can always help you. Just DM me on Xbox or PlayStation, and I can help you out.
Especially if you want to get into donkey fucking.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I thought we were over that bullshit. Fuck off.
Brian.
I'll never let it die, sir.
7th, don't let shit die. Trust me. Is Brian still here? No.
Yeah, I'm here. I didn't get to talk much, but it was.
Outro.
I didn't get to talk much, but it was because I was late.
You were late, and your mic is too low, and you talk too monotone. You're like, wake up, dude, wake up.
It's Friday.
Maybe it's Friday.
Oh yeah. Yes,
All right,
like
do
it was
your
nice being on here. It was nice being on here, even though that dude kept talking over everyone. Like last time, the other dude, Nancy argued with, but it was pretty fun.
That's all right. He won't be back, bro.
Nah, he ain't coming back because he can get me on Twitter, and I'm gonna whoop his ass on Twitter too. So it's all right. Okay, we
Well, have a
had
good
all
night,
right.
everyone.
Last but not least, Mr. 7th level.
Don't fuck with me, son. That's pretty much it. And especially don't fuck with me on Nancy's podcast.
Yeah, that was. I never heard you get.
See, people don't know you.
God
People
damn.
don't know you.
Everyone in the
People don't know
podcast,
you,
I'm like,
Seven.
I'm the more of the level head one, and Princess is more of the Hulk, and 7th, I don't know what he is. I'd never seen him get pissed before, so that was pretty funny.
Back in the day, you ain't heard me
Oh.
pissed yet. You just heard me mildly irritated.
Yeah,
I'm the
you
reasonable
heard-
guy, and Rambo is more of the he will tell you shut the fuck up too. So
Nah,
I don't even
I'ma
know.
tell
I
you-
used to fucking destroy people for fun on here.
I gotta tell you guys, I love y'all. But anyway, this is. Oh, before I go, I gotta tell you something. I'm gonna come out with a new thing called the TitanCast, where instead of talking about games, I'm talking about real life shit. So whether it be politics, religion, racism, whatever, we're gonna talk. So if anybody wants to get on, you're welcome to come on.
I'm down with that.
oh yeah, just be careful with that whole. Be careful with that religion, though. Just please be careful with that.
I know. See, you don't know me. I get in people's asses with shit like that.
Because I had a
don't
religion
believe-
debate with my boss today, and he made fun of me because I told him I
Oh.
believe in God. So, and he's an atheist.
Oh, he's an atheist. Well, that's
Yeah.
what you get. You're talking to an atheist. So what do you expect?
I didn't know.
I'm
he
talking
was.
about people who don't realize there's one God, but we worship
Yeah, you
him
just-
in a different way.
You just got to be careful with some things because you don't want to get John Tron. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, I know. No, I'm gonna watch what I do. I appreciate all your advice, guys. You know I love you guys. That's why you're here. You know what I'm saying? But this is the Titanfall Princess signing out, and you're all gonna hit that like button on the way out, right in that chat. Cause you know why? Cause y'all love me.